Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, or whatever time it is for y'all. Hey, it's CJ. Hey, Callie. Hey, Aaliyah. It is time once again for some Wargroove. I had a moment last night where in my random games they gave me Advance Wars, and I'm like, God damn it, this just makes me really want to play Wargroove, but I can't play Wargroove yet because it's not Sunday yet. Well, now it's Sunday, so let's play some Wargroove. And I have been thinking about the side mission that I got stuck on before, which was the defense mission with Caesar, the dog. And I think that's right where I'm going to leap back in. Because I think I don't remember, like, exactly where I went wrong, but I think in broad strokes. Gonna skip past stuff because I read it last time, just gonna get right to gameplay. I think in broad strokes, I know what I was doing wrong. Basically, I was trying to chase down, the enemies too hard. Like, I need to let them come to me a little more, because, like, if they see some villages, it's not a big deal. I need to take advantage of the defensive positions that I can, like, really exploit here. I can particularly like here and here. These are great choke points. Need to use those more. Like south, north, and west. These I gotta be a little more proactive about fighting because a 3-unit choke point is not that much of a choke point. But I can take advantage of some indirect fire here. I gotta be better about like using mages because they do be bringing the flyers. But for now, I think I just need to scramble to increase my economy. To begin with, so it's going to be an initial extension, but then we collapse inward. And I am turning animations off. This is my rule because I managed to lose the mission last time, so I'm going to be speeding things up just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm just going to be churning out swordsmen to help with all the capturing, as well as save some money for later. They're all I need for now. I don't need to really think about the enemy too much yet. I just need to build a good initial gold base. It's the economy, stupid! And they don't have any flyers yet, so I need to... Thank you for the follow, Madame Irma. How you doing this morning, or whatever time it may be for you? Just doing some... yeah, exactly. Because they gave me these mages to start, and I was like, oh, okay. So I can just kind of use these guys as, like, healers, and put them on the front lines. And the game was like, oh no, you needed those for the flyers we're going to bring out. And I'm like, excuse me, the what? That's illegal. So yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with where things started to fall apart. Okay, so... Let me spit out another swordsman to help to just capture the thing down there, and then I can start to reroute people north for now. So the question is, if I'm going to be fighting a little more defensively, what do I need to build? Pikemen are always good. A ballista is probably an excellent plan for all the flyers that start swarming me. But I might want to, because... mages are pretty effective against, like, really I only have to worry about them getting punched by giants or cavalry. Well, or spearmen, I guess. Those are also a problem, but they're pretty effective against most other types, so... I think kind of my base fighting unit can be the mage here. At least for direct fire. Sorry, I'm talking in Advance Wars terms again, but... whatever. I'm just assuming if you're here and you know this game, you probably know Advance Wars 2. Because Advance Wars 2 is the best one. Everyone loves Black Hole Rising. It is interesting. My friend and fellow streamer, Mushroom, was saying that he prefers Dual Strike, which surprises me, but then he mentioned, like, oh yeah, it's the one I started with, and I'm like, that makes sense then. That makes sense. Okay, so I do need to start paying a little more attention now that we got more enemies on the board. Let's see, we got... a little worried about the battle pup there. I do think having Caesar over here, because there's the most enemies over there for now, is probably a good idea. And then I probably call... No, I kind of need to cap this turn. We need the money! Yeah, I think I need to build... Basically, I gotta build a knight, because this group was really good at playing keep away with my, like, slower units that had less movement. So I build a knight to handle that, because they can just rush down. Oh, bark and no bite. Oh, Advance Wars was a heavy inspiration for this game. Like, there's a lot of direct parallels, as far as, like, unit types and mechanics. They didn't have, like, commanders on the battlefield, but they had, their grooves were called CO powers, and they applied to every unit on the map, or they could, like, change the weather conditions. They were a lot more, like, impactful, but also slower to charge. And every commander also gave, like, you know, you might have, to translate it to this, you might have the infantry commander, who would, like, give your soldiers and spearmen, like, a little more firepower, but the rest of your units might have a little less firepower. So that's one thing I've also had to adjust to, that just, like, kind of everyone is at, like, a same baseline, which is weird for me, because I'm not used to it working like that. It might honestly be a good idea to turn Caesar this way and kind of, like, crush this group, and then move back in with this, because they'll still need to, like, close in with me. That'll make my swordsmen I have deployed over here pretty effective as well. Oh, you should. They're great games. I enjoyed them quite a bit. I am abandoning that village, but... Meh. I can't find it in me to care that much. And I think a battle pup is pretty good here. For the movement and the relative cheap cost. And they did put out, that collection on the Switch that was like a remaster of the first two Advance Wars games. Great time. I would say that would be a really good way to get into Advance Wars. There's also Advance Wars by web, where basically a bunch of fans were like, hey, we're really tired of them not making an Advance Wars game in, like, forever, because we had a long drought. And they're like, we're just gonna, you know, make a web-based Advance Wars with blackjack and hookers. And I've heard good things, but I've never checked it out myself. But everyone I've talked to who's, like, pretty familiar with it says it's an absolute blast. Anyway, Caesar, kill this man. Or rather, Caesar's handlers. I am still going to have animations on for Caesar, just because I need to be careful basically, I need to make sure I'm paying attention when my commander's getting punched. Because that was how I lost last time. Like, I think I could have maybe brought it back, my last attempt, but then I started getting really careless with Caesar taking hits. And I game overed that way. And that felt pretty bad. That one hurt. That one hurt for sure. Okay, kind of ignore those guys for now. I can use the build this turn to deal with them. Let's send you north as well for a little more firepower. I definitely need some backup over here for my one knight. These boys, I think, can just wait for the enemy to come to them, or I could just do a sacrifice play with my swordsman to lure them into range. Oh, Caesar and the mage, is that enough? No, because they're probably going to go for the village anyway. Yeah, exactly. They don't have their own barracks to pump out units. They just have these waves of reinforcements. Honestly, a battle pup would be pretty good over here, because I don't think I need full out, like, another knight. But I do need something there. Then over here... I don't know about over here. Maybe a ranger. so I can, like, get them set up. And then next turn I can pump out a beefier unit. Yeah, that could work. Let's give that a try. Okay, Caesar takes a hit, that's fine. Yeah, only a small hit. And he counters pretty well in the mages, so that's alright. I turn that neutral. Not a big deal. Okay, we have our first flyer in the air. They have a knight over there. You're dodging me down there. Yeah, see, this is exactly what I was talking about. They're really good at playing keep away. Even when I have a higher movement unit. Kinda wild. Okay, so we will just post you up here. Alright, and let's just start... Man, I want to go for the critical hit swordsman play, but I can't really set it up super effectively here. Anyway, kill him. Start charging that groove, because I did a... Oh, it is, in fact, just fully charged. Alright. I was really bad about making use of it last time, so I need to not make the same mistake this time. Oh, didn't realize mages did that well against dogs. I gotta keep that in mind. That ranger's starting to close. Let's see. You're just a swordsman, so I can put you at risk. I can post you up on the mountains and position you to be able to assist, and that's looking pretty good. Let's leave you just outside of enemy range. Probably just a swordsman is good enough with indirect fire backup. And I've got... Yeah, I've got a number of mages up there, so I don't think I need another... Yeah. I am very aware, but if I can get the first hit in with the knight, it's not too bad. Ooh. Dare I deploy a trebuchet? I think those will be better later once I'm forced to collapse in a little more. Let me churn out another knight for now, I guess. Partially out of a lack of more fitting things to do. And we'll see if that does for now. Okay, they did a suicide into the swordsman. Oh me, oh my, am I in perfect position to just wipe out this ranger? Yes, I am. We take those. Seriously, you're... Ugh. It's such a change, having to get used to, like, AI that isn't brain dead. C'est la vie. You're pretty good against rangers, right? Yeah. Let's have you punch over here. Yeah, you punch here. You punch here. Use the defense to your advantage. So if you go here, you go ahead and capture this. We start to move you over. Let's not give them a free crit. I could inspire. Yeah, why not? It only hits 2 units, but I was just saying I need to not, like, hoard and save these attacks, so... Yep, I'm gonna need to this turn, or else that guy's gonna take a hit. Alright, let's move you in. You... Oh, yeah. Huh. That might be enough on its own. But they do get reinforcements down there, so I should have my swordsman instead. Man, it's such an adjustment being like, oh yeah, my owned villages counterattack. That's so, like, my brain does not register that as a fact. That I'm like, what? That doesn't seem real. That seems fake. Okay, then. What do we need to build? That's fine. I don't have any mages over here, so another mage on this area would be a good idea. And then we're pretty good over there. Up north is, I would say, fairly under control. So I don't think I need to be too concerned with what's going on over there. So maybe I could fire my ballista. It's just so specialized. Ranger seems like a good general purpose unit to have around. Like, it's kind of hard to pivot to a ranger. Like, if I'm in trouble, I kind of need to be churning out direct attack units, so we'll go with this. The outlaws are inside the settlement walls! We can't let the stronghold fall. That was new dialogue. New to me. Yep, and there's many more friends over in the southeast. So now we move to punch you, and now they're gonna hit me yeah. It's like not a great exchange, but it's okay if I get the first hit in with the knight. It's very inefficient from, like, just in terms of, like, a build perspective, but I don't really need to think about the enemy economy because their economy is finite. They eventually run out of troops. I can, with enough turns, with enough gold, produce units forever. So, that normal way of thinking about builds is not really applicable here. And, of course, the enemy moved in such a way that I can't... Meh. Okay, let's have you... Move you... No, that'll give them a free crit. Move you over here. Move you more down there. I think it would be good to have Caesar in the general this area. I don't have a good immediate answer for that battle pup. I think for now, I have the mage get reinforced. I have you capture here. And then... Oh, that's right. They crit when they have a defense of 3 or above. I was forgetting that. Let me go for a sack play with... Yeah, the battle pup has more health. We move here, but we don't attack, forcing this battle pup to hopefully waste its turn, because I don't think the ranger has enough oomph to get it done. And we just weaken this mage a little bit more. Move you up. That's in decent shape, so I can start to deploy, like, looking at what they have up there. Perhaps another swordsman. Ooh, yeah, that's true. Never thought about that. Might be good to... or maybe another ranger. Yeah, I can just kind of stack indirect fire units so long as I have a direct attacker alive down here. That's really all I need. Just one direct attacker alive to take the heat off the rest of them. Why don't I sit here? That's vibes-based, but I don't know. Went for the village. Unfortunate. Okay. My sacrifice play worked over there. Okay, so southeast should be good for a bit. That harpy's not really a concern, but that battle pup is. So I kind of got to back up a little bit. You fool! Now I wish I hadn't moved that swordsman over. Do I just go for a weakening of the mage? I think I do. You go over here. Kill you. Oh, that's right. I have to attack it to take it back. I think I'd just leave that in enemy hands for now. Let's back you up so we can get in position to snipe next turn. Because they're probably going to rush down the village, which is fine. Still getting a decent income. 800, maybe 700. Yeah, probably 700 next turn because this village is going to fall, but they'll eat counterattacks to take it, so that's fine, I think. I forget. How are you versus... You just like neutral oh, right, the codex is how I see those. Because I don't remember... Commanders, units... Knight. Okay. Where are commander? Okay, they do 30. That's not insignificant. But yeah, I really do think I need Caesar over here. So, this front is going to be a bit of a problem, full capital letters for a bit. Pikemen are so slow is the problem. Let's reinforce you. It's kind of a question of having to guess which direction they're going to break. Because I've only got the one mage over here. So I'm going to kind of just go in between. Oh! Oh, yes. Okay, that's much better. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's see, I can start to pull these back a little bit. That's fine, so I can cheat up my ranger a little bit. So perhaps Pikemen are just such a problem because they're so slow. Wouldn't hurt to have another pikeman down here for defensive purposes either. Okay, I'll have to go with that and see how it works. Perhaps not super well. Case in point. What? I thought you were out of range! Fuck. I could have sworn that mage wasn't in range of the dog. How did I screw that up? Okay, halfway there. Halfway there. Halfway there. That's a total sack play, but... Oh, wait, no! No, it's not, because pikemen are slow. Okay, this still works out. I stay winning. And we just snipe the dog from here. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, this is alright. Down here is, it's a bit of a concern, but it's not unmanageable. Or what I could do. Actually going for the capture might be a better move. Keep them distracted even longer. Because the AI does seem to prioritize going for that. You move to... Oh, or I could reinforce off the... Yeah, actually. Yeah, okay. That's a little cheeky. I enjoy that. Okay, I think this knight will do a very good job dealing with the over here problem. Mage obviously needs to go in the this way direction. Knight can, I don't know, head north, I guess. We need to go up there. Ballista, or catapult. Trebuchet? What do they call it? Trebuchet. Is a problem, but not an immediate one. That's a problem for future Vim. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think I need to be thinking more in terms of that. Like, I gotta do more reinforced plays, and then just, like, kind of wall up. They're also pretty gold efficient, so... I do think we are starting to reach kind of that point. A little bit. We're not in, like, a critical point, but... It's getting a little bad. It's getting a little bad. Anyway, die so I can recapture that, albeit briefly. I'm hesitant to send this mage away just because I kind of need all hands on deck over here. So let's move you over here. Let's make sure to keep people out of the knight's movement. Cheat up Caesar a little bit. Okay, that should do for now, I think. Critical hits are another thing I'm kind of getting a little bit bamboozled by. Not majorly, I understand them, just... It's such a weird concept in a strategy RPG, just like having to think about the terrain and placement to that level of detail is something I'm not accustomed to. It's not a bad thing at all, just... It's not what I'm used to. It's weird. It's weird. Trade blows down there. Kill him. Send you down there. And now we have these messes. Do okay on a charge there. Probably going to lure that harpy north, so to counter that, let's send you. Absolutely need more help up here. Mages yearn for the trees. That's a good mnemonic device. I'll have to borrow that, for sure. And, yes. Let's also get some help from Sun Tzu. There are 5 dangerous faults which may affect a general. 1. Recklessness, which leads to destruction. 2. Cowardice, which leads to capture. 3. A hasty temper, which can be provoked by insults. 4. A delicacy of honor, which is sensitive to shame. 5. Over-solicitude for his men, which exposes him to worry and trouble. These are the 5 besetting sins of a general, ruinous to the conduct of war. When an army is overthrown and its leader slain, the cause will surely be found among these 5 dangerous faults. Let them be a subject of meditation. Recklessness was certainly my fault, last Sunday. Ooh, I can do a sneaky crit here, and then I could have Caesar clean up. Yeah, I think I like that. That'll be a good advance. Kill him! I do really like that one of the options for, animations is like, yeah, just show me the commander. That's the only one that matters. Because, kinda, to an extent. I think we just sit here. We don't really need to go chasing the knight. I can kind of use the knight's movement against it by forcing it to come to us. I don't really need to chase that harpy. It's low enough health. I don't really need to be concerned. We go for a reinforced play and try to draw them in a little more. Use the pikemen's low mobility against them. Down here is pretty under control. Over here is... well. Very well, then. Let's get some more wisdom from that old chap, Sun Tzu. We cannot enter into alliance with neighboring princes until we are acquainted with their designs. We are not fit to lead an army on the march unless we are familiar with the face of the country. Its mountains and forests, its pitfalls and precipices, its marshes and swamps. We shall be unable to turn natural advantages to account unless we make use of local guides. To be ignored of any one of the following 4 or 5 principles does not befit a warlike prince. When a warlike prince attacks a powerful state, his generalship shows itself in preventing the concentration of the enemy's forces. He overawes his opponents, and their allies are prevented from joining against him. Hence he does not strive to ally himself with all and sundry, nor does he foster the power of other states. He carries out his own secret designs, keeping his antagonists in awe. Thus he is able to capture their cities and overthrow their kingdoms. Doesn't quite apply to this situation, as we're not fighting another kingdom, but rather a group of bandits. But still, words to bear in mind. Alright, got a few bodyguards for the general himself out here. 60% charge on the... I do wish it was a little easier to see, like, Advance Wars. You'd be able to see, like, under your portrait how the charge for your CO power is doing. I don't like having to mouse over my commander to see the same information. But all well. So I've moved all the pieces. What to use for... I honestly think that I do need another alchemist here. That should be okay. Could I get away with simply deploying another swordsman? Perhaps a battle pup? How do the pups do against, do I have a battle pup out, or is there a pup on the field? There is not a pup on the field. Bit awkward, and thank you, CJ, for that voice redeem. Okay, units, battle pup. How do they do against spearmen? 50. Not great, but they will be able to get to the front. Okay, yeah. So I think alchemist over here. Pupper up here. We leave you here, because the knight can come to us. Do I even give him the first hit? I don't think I do. No real point. Yeah, like, Advance Wars had kind of the same thing where they've always had an animation for, like, capturing buildings, but everyone I knew who played the game just turned that off anyway, so... Oh, I can just cavalry charge into this hoe. Okay, we take those. We take those, I guess. We take an easy win. Okay, now I can kind of fan out my mages and have them able to cover both avenues of approach. In case the harpy flees to the west, I'll have my other mage over here. The battle pup crossing over the mountains is an interesting maneuver in the full Fire Emblem sense. I do need to move a mage down here to deal with that. Obviously, I'm moving you up. Or I could simply build a mage up here. That would be enough. Can I get away with that? I think that I can. Let me... Oh, right, your low movement speed. That's fine, honestly. Why don't you just capture this village back from me? You can hunt down the dog. You finish off the other swordsman. We move down here, so you're ready for a crit in case they go for you rather than the village. Can't imagine they would, but that little pocket should be fine for now. What to do up here? I'm tempted to kind of charge in, but that seems ill-advised at best. Definitely finish off the harpy. Okay, if we crit there, and then shoot there, and then... Okay, yeah, I can actually make a really good offensive play. Give you the easy kill. We go a little more aggressive on this front, I think. Because the bridges also work for choke points, as long as I'm kind of... I've got the advantage over here anyway. Finish off you... Oh, right, but now I can't... Well, that's fine. One spearman being on the loose is not the end of the world. Two spearmen being on the loose is rather bad, actually. I may have misplayed that. Whoops. Okay, down there is fine, down there is fine. This knight, unless he gets his absolute shit wrecked, should be able to deal with that trebuchet. And they still have to move it into position, and they've got, like, nothing to screen for it up here, unless this harpy can just absolutely wreck everything, which feels very unlikely. So then, what do I build to the east? Could also just sit, but I feel like I should churn out at least something. I mean, when in doubt, a pup is pretty good, not that expensive. Feel like I'm gonna need it more, like, south or west. Oh, see, I do like having it as, like, a percentage. I like that level of specificity. So it was, like, a bar, like, appeared over commanders' heads. I guess I could see the appeal, but, like, losing that precise numerical is kind of unfortunate. Okay, so this is their move. Interesting. I'm fine with this, I think. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Because they can't really rush down Caesar with what forces they have. That's just not a thing they're able to do with their current board state. Okay, they got some more reinforcements down there. So, let me make sure. Movement of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We gotta break through here so that I can hit that trebuchet, otherwise it's going to become a capital P problem. Oh, and I can do that by critting the ranger to death. We take those. And a critical here. That definitely means I'm dooming him to die this turn, but that's fine. My mage will take a snipe attack, but that's whatever. Don't care too much. Move you up. Move you. You're only at 3. I don't really need to care if you get the first hit in on me. Okay. Now let's move smart here. I think if I can very quickly, like, finish these dudes off and... what is the best... Okay, what I think I need to do is I need to groove so I can... Let's see, can I get... No, I can't get my ranger into position to crit, but... Many will die, and that's the price I'm willing to pay. Exactly, exactly. That's basically what the art of war is all about. I learned it from watching you, Sun Tzu! What we can do is move over here, and we can then we go here, and 38 is not quite enough. We go here and attack with the mage. Yeah, get the swordsman ready to move. Then we go here and we inspire. We do a nice little cheeky snipe on you. Bar on the left side of the screen, same location as when for every groove at a secondary charge. Oh, okay, so they added super CO powers, basically. Because that's what the second Advance Wars did as well. So, cool. I always enjoyed that aspect of that game where it's like, do I go for the lesser charge now? Or do I try to build up? Okay, this is relatively under control. I'm going to take some hits there, but overall I think it's fine. I think I need to start moving to counter what's going to come up here, because I think he'll hit the ranger, but then I can probably have Caesar clean up. So yeah, I need to start moving more in the this way direction. Get my mage healthy. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess they could go with, like, the, you know, just it charges to 200%. But I could see that potentially confusing people, so... I guess I can see that being a bit of a UI pickle. This mage is in a very annoying spot. I think I pull you back. And you're probably just gonna hit the village. So let me just move up my boys. Make sure you can't be hit directly. I think I actually send the pupper to the west. We're not doing fantastic. I think perhaps I could lure them into getting closer to the woods and then crit them. Let's see. Perhaps a pikeman, so I can... Like, not having that area captured is really embarrassing. So I kind of want to fix that just for the sake of fixing that. And then, let's see, think in terms of what's coming. I'm gonna need a little more beef up here. Everything else is, like, kind of okay. Not great, but okay. Might be time to send a little more indirect fire action up that into that way direction. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Okay, as expected. Ooh, that hit the mage very hard. Giants! Those outlaws mean business! This is no time for getting intimidated. We have to protect the villagers. Okay, and by giants, they mean one. One giant. So far. Okay, so they got another aeronaut. I can just take down the village this turn. Which would be fine, question mark? Let's see. Definitely have you back off. Have Caesar kill him. So meter showcase, secondary charge longer. Showcase weight percentage design couldn't do. Oh, yeah, I suppose. Like, Advance Wars, I think that's part of the reason why they did it that way. Okay, this is just an easy setup for a crit here. And I can just snipe you from across the mountains? Sure, why not? We can push a little bit on over in the this way direction. Oh, that's interesting. My swordsman just drew from both adjacent buildings to reinforce. I assumed it would prioritize the village. Huh. It's good to know that the game works like that. Huh. See, how do you do against mages? Pretty well. And I kind of need to have my mages held in reserve for the flyers that are coming, so we're, I think, just gonna ignore them boys for now and let them work their way around the walls. You capture this back. You get healed. You finish off this idiot. Oh, meter and a percent. Okay. That's good then. I like that. I approve. Man, I hate that this thing is able to take pot shots at me. I feel like I did not prepare too well on that front. I definitely need to be redirecting forces into that way direction. Let's see, their critical hit is like a pack tactics. Yeah. So I can just kind of await the enemy over here, send you to help over there. I can't really afford to reinforce you too. I do need to build more units. Let me just churn out a couple swordsmen. And heal you for what we can? Okay. A 3 heal is pretty good. We take those. What do I do about this mess? I feel like it's a mistake to send in the mage. And just let the trebuchet get in a free hit. Yeah, let me take that down and then capture this back to hopefully draw some fire away. Let's see, what is your range again? 2 to 5. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if we move you here, you should be out of range. Little annoying that, like, checking the range shows more movement and less, like, indirect fire range. That's more what I want when I click on an indirect fire unit, but... oh well. Let's move you down here, I guess. Right. But I'm concerned about where they can attack, more so where they could move to set up to attack too. And that's the information I'm not getting from the UI, so hence my slight annoyance. Okay, now I can wipe you out. And yeah, let me go here, capture this, ignore the mage, and critical hit the trebuchet. Yeah. Yeah, this feels good. Let's see, we got a flyer closing in over there. Those boys have not moved, which surprises me. We've got... okay, so I need to back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's move ever so slightly out of that range. I think a reinforce is a good idea. Knight would be a very welcome addition to the north. I do think I need to start moving Caesar that direction as well. Very annoying that they're not actually moving on me. Move you over here to counter that east harpy. Just kind of need more men over there. Swordsman down here in case they decide to advance, I guess? Oh, right. There is the this way direction as well. Well, definitely send you out west, because that harpy's going to be closing in. What to do? I could just kind of let them chop at the village and let that fall and use them as bait to draw them in. To where I've got plenty of guys set up now. That would be fine, I think. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let me not make sure they don't get to snipe my mage. Kind of everyone else's acceptable losses for the most part. Okay. So I think I'm good southeast. Definitely good north. Could use a little more over there. I think a pup to kind of counter the ranger, and then... kind of feel like when in doubt, alchemist here. Need to bear that in mind. But for now, alchemist should do. I think. Do need to get a plan in place for that giant. I won't be able to ignore that forever. In fact, that will become a pressing issue very soon. Very, very soon. Oh god. This seems like a no-brainer. We take this free hit. Dog on dog violence? Dog on dog violence, I think. And then we finish off the puppers. The knight's on the run. That's very funny to me. Oh yeah. What is the A rank on this? 28 turns. Makes me wonder how much more they've got in reserve. Ooh, yeah, they are critting, which is unfortunate for me. Yeah, Caesar, we need you over to the west. There's so many dudes. There is a tragic number of dudes. Let's reinforce you. Kind of just lie in wait there. Morning, drunk. Doing one of my favorites, a good old-fashioned defense map. What I could do here is I could suicide into the mage, then go mage on mage violence. I'm just worried that I'm weakening myself a lot for when the giant comes into play. I kind of need some good answers there. Like, I'm not really... Man, I don't think I have good answers primed for it. I mean, I could always just trust Caesar to take care of it in my sheer press of bodies. But that feels like not a great move on my part. Do think I just need to start weakening this mage here, even if it takes some bad beats. Yeah, just kind of whittle him down. God, my forces over here are not doing well. How are you against, you get wrecked by giants. How are you attacking into giants? Not great. But if I can line up a crit, which is always an open question with my understanding of their crits. Do you think we need the mage north? Let's use this swordsman as bait to see if we can lure him in. Will it work? Who can say? Me, next turn. That's who will be able to say. Okay, so what do I use my builds on? Feel like I have an acceptable number of mages for now. Over here is just like, we're good, we're solid. Don't really need to be too concerned about it. Maybe I need a little more indirect fire, or... Maybe I start churning out some puppers. So they're fast, they're decently strong. Yeah. I need to remember, they are not recons. They have more combat uses than that. Village bait strat works once again. He thinks he's so tough just because he's majestic and magnificent. We'll show him! Okay, that's a number of dudes. I no longer think I have enough mages. This looks like the last wave. Let's take him out and save this settlement. Okay, if this is the last wave, that's not that bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, let's see. We attack you. We attack you. We rapidly move you back so that we... Wait. Ooh, that's an unfortunate attack range. We move you back a little bit, because otherwise this flyer is going to ruin my life. This might be more of the pulling back kind of phase. Yeah, I think it's time we circle the wagons a little bit. Let me delay as I can up here. And definitely kill their mages so they can't, like, heal the Colossus. That would be the worst outcome. But let me get a cheeky bait capture in as well. Because the AI do be liking to suicide into my... Flyers can't go over walls! Oh my god, this whole time I had been assuming that they could. Okay, this changes... Okay, that's... Okay, this is looking much more manageable all of a sudden. Okay, okay. We're good then. So yeah, Caesar, we pull back. You need to go east because there's all kinds of flyers coming in. Yeah, that's an unexpected boon for sure. A surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. As they say. Yeah, I think we just continue, like, overcommitting the shit out of everything here. And depending on where... My hope is that, like, Pikeman takes a swing at a unit, the Golem just goes and, like, nukes the village, and then I can just fling my everything I have at it over here, and just kind of stack wipe myself, to borrow, some Paradox terminology. And then be able to kind of, like, rush him down with cheaper units. So, the pup is not going to be much use over there. Okay. I think now is the time to build some more indirect fire, boys. By which I mean a indirect fire boy. Tragic and unfortunate. And I think we start to advance over here a little bit. Because if this knight is the last one over here, unless the Harpy breaks south, I should be pretty good with my forces that I have. Inside buildings like the first season can't be entered by flying units or units on wheels. Interesting. I imagine there's probably few, if any, missions where it transitions from, like, purely outside to, like, inside in the same map, though. That doesn't seem like a thing that they would do, but... Alright, let's see how they move. Okay. Movement as expected. I can work with this. Okay. They go for the village. Minor damage there. Our bird girls, they look cute. They are bandit harpies. I can't deploy the harpy girls yet. But in time, Tail, in time. I do hope to be able to recruit harpy ladies for myself. Okay, now I just kind of clean up and then go all in on this, Titan. And oh my! Have they allowed me to get a crit in on their trebuchet? They sure have, Other Vim. They sure have. Rookie mistake, leaving your indirect fire units open to direct attack. Oh, and I guess this knight has just decided he's ready to die. Very well. Okay. So many mages, none of them able to hit the enemy harpy. But I think, again, we kind of just circle the wagons and wait. They gotta come to me. I think I do a cheeky little capture, and then I otherwise kind of abandon the front here for the moment. Yeah. Let's see, is there a way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can't get a critical hit in with the knight. But yeah, we just need to rush down this fool. Swordsman can't do anything, so I'll have him attack the spearman. They do. I think they are. I think they are. Because, like, it's clearly not like their feathers. They don't have, like, you know, like the classic cat girl thing of, like, the fur bikini covering their nips. Yeah, Caesar's gonna be ready over here. Man, I hate to do it, but I just gotta weaken this thing regardless of how I get it done. Really, in Fire Emblem, you still hate Myrmidons? Listen, if Myrmidons wanted me to take them seriously, they should have been a real class. It's that simple. I think I actually don't. I think I don't go in with the mage here. I think I don't go in with the mage here. Because I can, like, just use him to counter the harpy. Maybe. I'll sit you in a forest just in case. Send in some dags. And some more dags. We're good over there. We're not good over here, but we're getting there. Weaken you a little bit. I guess I have no choice but to go for this kind of bad matchup over here. Yeah, the dogs, they don't do great. They don't do great at that. I think the key to winning the war up here is going to be rangers, and then swordsmen, I guess? Doesn't really matter. But while I'll let the enemy take their turn, I'm going to re-up my water and use the restroom. Well, wait, no, no, it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna let the enemy turn run while I take a quick break, run some ads, so I'll be back in a couple minutes. Hopefully everything does not completely fall apart, where I'm gonna have that, AFK image covering the screen a little bit. Isabos shall silently bear witness to my tactical incompetence. Be right back! Okay, I return. Let's see how everything has fallen to shit. Okay, the Harpy took the bait up here. Well, that's actually a really good spot for the, Okay, yeah, we can make some moves. We can make some moves. Yeah, I think I can get the, okay. Over here is not great, but I can work with it. And the Harpies are dive bombing my poor pikemen, who are just gonna die. There's not really anything I can do about that. How is my mage having this much of a goddamn problem? I mean, I guess I could go for a reinforce move, just to further delay them, but... Anyway, first we have to kill the Harpy, ladies. Then let's whittle you down a little bit. Oh, actually, dog crits do pretty well here. Yeah. Dog critical into dog critical into Caesar finishes him. Yeah, okay, the giant was not that bad. It just took a village to bring it down. Yeah, it's a really neat design. Our giant! Our precious giant! Bad dog! Not again! Caesar's like, what you gonna do? Cry about it? They're like, oh, I can't stay mad at you, pupper. Crit the Harpy, attack you. Okay, this is now pretty under control down here. I think I do a quick reinforce move here, and then my mage should be pretty good. With some additional backup. Mage absolutely needs to get down here now. Yeah, continue attacking this. Let's put you on a mountain. Because you will also crit when you're on a mountain. Best thing for you is actually recapture the village to draw enemy fire a little bit, I think. Send you down to support that. The knight. I don't have a great answer for you at the moment, so I think I just kind of hold the formation up there. Send you in the this way direction. Pikemen, continue running for your lives, please. But no, this feels okay. This feels okay. Should be able to pull this off. Ooh, what if I... Let's see, 3, 1, 2, 3. If I inspire, then I can one... No, that's not really close enough at all. I think I actually just kind of need to spam rangers a little bit here. I have enough mages, so over here we will go swordsman. That may be a mistake. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. I've got... Oh, hey, they have another giant. I had missed that. You know, minor detail. Okay, so that front is going to be a problem. Full capital letters for a bit. But that's fine. I have basically every other front on the run. Let's see, let me finish you off. Finish you. Kill you, and that's the west side cleared up. Or a blessing. A problem. Destroy that Harpy lady, and now this one could flee, but if I send this mage north, that pretty well cuts that option off. Let's continue having you make problems for them on the mountains. Let's have you finish this off. Actually, what if I... Because, let's see. You have movement of 3, so if you... 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. That's not the worst move. That's not the worst move. I wish I could... Yeah, I kind of just need to have them keep the mage protected down here. They're just bodyguarding. Because they literally can't hit the harpy girls. I don't quite know what to do about that knight up there. However, I think the answer is just kind of sit tight and, yeah. Like I was talking before. And I gotta collapse in, let them come to me. We abandoned the outlying settlements. Good job living in the suburbs. Now you get to die. I do think so too, but just in case. Let's send a little more backup down there. I don't think one ranger is enough to deal with a harpy. Let's move you lot up a little bit, but not so much that you can take a hit. And I think next turn will be an excellent turn to pop Inspire. I think I save it for now, because I'm moving to a much more defensive mode. So let me actually churn out a couple pikemen, and then perhaps next turn I can go for a trebuchet? Maybe? Also, I'm going to start moving these boys over to the west, because the west is basically clear. So it'll be the easiest to keep them safe. Because once I have them out of the immediate danger zone, I just have to worry about the stronghold. I'm from the suburbs. They probably deserve it, to be honest. As someone who's also from the suburbs, well, currently living in the suburbs, I agree. Okay. They moved in a little less than expected. This girl is dead. Okay, so that area is now clear. Got that harpy girl pretty well on the run. Don't think I really need to commit anything else this way. Well, maybe you as well. Let's have you heal up. Oh, hell, now I can't afford the trebuchet. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, actually, what I could do here is... Yeah, if I do a suicide attack in here, then I kind of... Let's see. So move there and there. Yes, yes, okay. Or no, we'd have to go here and here? That works too, I guess. Point blank archery, whatever. Also go here, and now we can inspire! Take a little pot shot at this boy to the point where he shouldn't be much of a problem anymore. Now we just have to get ready for this unholy terror. That's basically the only issue that's left. Yeah, everything else that's left on the board is pretty manageable. Your eagle. Yes. Eagle, but, like, kind of balanced. Because it's only the people around my, around the Doge that get the boost. You know, just like Doge here. Only people in the inner circle get to see any kind of benefits. Since I'm gonna have Caesar front and center, want to have swordsman ready to roll. That's a good setup for a crit. Mages can do okay as well. I mean, I feel like a knight might not be a bad idea, actually. Help to chase him down. And then a swordsman. Yeah, okay. They're pretty well on the ropes. Now it's just a question of, are they going to make me chase them down or not? Or will they come to me? Okay, they're coming to me a little bit. A little bit. Not, like, perfectly, but somewhat. Oh, mages do pretty well tearing down that wall. Oh, wait. I see it. I see it. Swordsman critical! Actually, let me turn animations back on, because I've got this pretty well won. Go forth and bravely die for your country, men! Good job, man! Now, you may say, Vim, but you could have done that ranger attack first. Yes. Yes, I could have. There's no second part to the sentence. You are completely correct. Exactly. Alrighty. This harpy is deciding to prolong the inevitable, which I find very troublesome. Yeah, the golem doing a big slap is nice. Like, I feel like they absolutely could have gotten away with it just doing, like, a big punch and, like, you know, sending out a shockwave or something, but a big old, like, slap or a backhand is way better, I think. Mages, go all in! What do the 5 fingers say to the face? Okay, now it's critting, but it's also at very low health. to the point where it couldn't even kill that. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Even if he goes after Caesar, won't be able to bring him down. I can just win through sheer press of units here. You've nowhere to run, Harpy Girl, except the sea. Please don't run to the sea. I would have to build a ballista, and that would be very inconvenient. I should maybe save up for a ballista, actually. Let's just spit out another swordsman, and I feel like the game is going to force me to... Wait, can I... I cannot reinforce off the stronghold. Okay. I had a sudden thought about that. Okay. Should be good. Well, pikeman, you've served me loyally. No, you're probably surviving this. Oh, yeah. Not super well, but you are surviving this, some of you. Oh, mage is living on an absolute pixel of health and a prayer. Okay, yeah, they're gonna... Okay, build the ballista. Very annoying that they're doing this defensive posture. Just wasting everyone's goddamn time. Easy game. Yeah, imagine losing at this easy mission. Couldn't have been me last week. Never, ever, ever. Cavalry charge this idiot. Alright, there's only one left to go. Alright, only mages, rangers, and ballista need apply. Everyone else is completely pointless. Oh boy, I sure do have a lot of mages that are very, very, very dead. Well, this is what happens when you put them on the front lines, I suppose. Okay, that'll do. And I think A rank is like 28 or something. I'm well on my way. Yeah, they're absolutely gonna make me chase her down. Yeah, 28. I'll A rank this so easily. Maybe not ass, but I think I can live with that. But it is still a cavalry charge you have seen. Maybe not the best appropriation of that Jack Sparrow quote, but whatever, you know what I mean. It's the one that I had. Deploy another ballista! Onlymages.com. Please let that be a real website. Tired of having to date non-practitioners of the arcane? Ha! Fair. You got me there. Okay, ballista can roll out in the this way direction. We just kind of fan out and cover all angles of approach. Caesar in case I can do the eagle thing. Okay, yep, just gotta chase down this. There's not another enemy lurking somewhere, right? Wait, it says 2 units. Am I blind? Where's their other unit? It says 2 units. Where? No, there's only the one. There's only the one. That's... Is that a bug? Well, yeah, but... Villagers counting as units wouldn't account for, like, it saying that the outlaws have 2 units. Because they don't have any... That must be a bug. Unless they, like... I don't know, they're like... Oh, but what about our super golem? Alright, ballista. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So annoying that this is what the end of the mission is, because I don't get to have air units of my own. I just have to chase down this one last goddamned air unit that they have. Very deeply annoying. Please give up and die already. There we go. Oh, where units take villages. Oh. That could be... Ugh. Should've known we never had a chance. Look how regal he is. Let's get out of here. Thanks, dog. Caesar, there you are. Come on, pup, it's dinner time. Thanks, Dog Moon, right? Victory! You unlocked Lost Leagues in the Codex. Neat. And let me read a bit of lore. What are the Lost Leagues? Before it became known as the Lost Leagues, this land was once the westernmost portion of the nation of Silmore, which bordered the country of Cacophony. The Lost Leagues gained their new name long ago when they became the epicenter of the devastation reaped during a war known as the Great Dissonance. A cataclysmic battle was fought on the region's central plains, and the destruction that began that day rippled out from that point. The Lost Leagues are also home to the Quagmarsh, where a once great king met his demise, and the War of the Great Dissonance finally ended. After the war, the Lost Leagues were abandoned. Even today, the place elicits a sense of foreboding, and the land feels cursed. Very few people live there, and the Leagues remain unclaimed and ungoverned, making them a perfect refuge for outlaws, as long as they're able to stomach the oppressively ominous atmosphere. Okay, so let's see. Where was the main story? Ragna's blooded up and she's itching for a fight any enemy will do? I don't think I tried this side mission before. Cherrystone forces! Where is your commander? You mean Caesar? Why'd you tell her? Shut up! Trying to protect this Caesar? A coward, is he? Is he hiding from me? He's not hiding from you, he's just... For heaven's sake, shut up. Is he a man or a mouse? Actually, he's... Shh! Silence will protect him! I'll crush you! First I'll crush you! Then I'll tear this Caesar apart! This Caesar thinks he can hide from me? What a coward! I'll teach him that no one can hide from Ragna! Oh, I'm playing as her! Oh, I'm playing as her! Oh, that's fun. That's fun. I get to be the baddies this side mission. Okay, I was so distracted I missed the... Destroy the enemy stronghold or defeat the mysterious Caesar. How does she work again? What is her power? That's right, she jumps into the air and deals damage in an AoE. Right. Fun, okay. So Caesar starts with a few things. I do have a barracks, though. Oh, and I have a... Oh, no, that's my headquarters. That's not a tower. Okay, well, seems like... Standard start. Let me get some soldiers out there. Just kind of advance in the general... Ooh, I very need to take that. I very need to take that. That's going to be very, very important. So I need to advance that way. Oh boy, I'm fighting the dog commander. This is bad. Go, my undead hordes! There was another Advance Wars type game, I think AIM was the abbreviation. It was like Animal Insurgent Mercenaries. It was like Advance Wars, but furry. And they seemed to be hinting that like there would be a campaign where you would play as the baddies in that game. And that interests me. Yeah, it is nice, because like, that was always the thing in Advance Wars. I was like, oh man, the bad guys get so many cool commanders, but I can't play as them unless I go in War Room or Versus. And Wargroove is like, here, have a side story where you can play as the baddies. I'm like, oh, excellent. And it also lets you have, like, you know, canonically get defeated. Like, you're the hero side Cherrystone. Suffer a loss to, the baddies without it feeling forced by, like, oh, they have to contrive some way, like, the main dude showing up and, oh, he's invincible. Where it doesn't feel like they're cheating. Which is good for, like, the feel of the story. Such as it is. Dread Knight, so I can project force a little far. Because I'll be reaching a little bit. Until I can get my barracks up and running. Yep, because here it comes. Okay, no, I just captured the village here, I think. And then the Black Knight showed up and everyone died. Yeah. Yeah. I love you, Path of Radiance, but you do pull that card a little too much. Okay. I need to make sure he can't hit my Dread Archer. We continue just rushing the shit out of that barracks. We bring you down here so you can deal with the enemy knight. I'll be able to deploy my own forces down there, so that'll solve that problem. I might want a more indirect fire, or maybe like a Dreadhound. No, I'll keep spitting out Dread Swords and kind of save my money. Yeah, but the nice thing about Radiant Dawn is the Black Knight is At least at first, on your side. And that's pretty neat. But they do pull that card less often in Radiant Dawn, which is good. And you perfectly put yourself into critical range. My thanks for your dumb AI. And cavalry charge the cavalry. You know what's weird? I'm playing as the undead army, but my undead knights do not have undead horses. Where does the evil army get their alive horses from when all the rest of their troops, except for their commanders, are all undead? These are the real questions we need to be asking. Anyway, capture this that they foolishly left wide open.
This is mine now.
Excellent at animal husbandry. I guess. Yeah, that would be a good thing to check, actually. After this mission, I'll have a look at that. Okay. Still kind of in an initial capture rush, but I feel like I put them on the back foot pretty well by dealing with that knight, like, perfectly. Like, nobody even got hurt level of perfectly. They do have a giant, which is annoying. Caesar's hanging back for now, so we shouldn't have to deal with shenanigans too much. I think I honestly build another Dread Knight and try and, like... It'll really be stretching myself thin, but I think I try and cap that other barracks before they can. Never mind. The AI is not brain dead. Okay, so my next move is to take it back from the enemy. Or, well, not back, but take it... You know what I mean. Why do they have a ballista when I... Can ballista hit ground units? Oh, they can. They can? I forgot about that. Huh. Alright. Well then. Think it's still fine to keep Rogna out front, capturing shit. And... No, I can't get off a cavalry charge? This is fine. I just kind of need to slow them down so I can have time to build up my forces in the east. Finish him! I'm losing my patience! Come out and face me! Oh yeah, big time Undyne energy. She's very fun. I like her a lot. I do tend to enjoy those, like, I don't care about anything, I just want to fight people! And that's her whole thing. That's her whole thing. And I love that for her. Like Xenos? I mean... Yes, I guess, but not in a mopey, like, everything else in my life sucks. Xenos is that, but bad. I refuse to elaborate. Why are you booing me? I'm right. Hush. Let me Dreadhound. Oh, the knight lived. The knight lived for a little bit. Caesar? Maybe he's not as weak as I suspected. Whatever. So what? There's more undead where that came from. Oh dear, that's their giant. Okay, I'm gonna have to play defense up north. But it will be easier to do that if I weaken their ballista now. As they have so kindly left it wide open to assault. Fools! Do I full push? That might not be well advised. I think I give Ragna the easy kill here for the charge. I'll hunt you down, Caesar! You won't escape Ragna! Oh, they built the trebuchet down there. That is unfortunate. Let's move you to just outside of mage range. Kinda need to brace for the enemy attack up here. I could see that working. Speaking of smartest strategy, what is... Okay, A-rank turns are 25. That doesn't feel too bad. I might actually need you on that bridge. Because I want to funnel most of my funds to over here. So I can just have most of my dudes run around and cause problems on purpose. To that, they do have a few pikemen over there, but they're probably going to focus north. So, to that point, Dread Knight here, Dread Sword here. Do I have a unit I haven't moved? Oh, yeah. Well, you're fine right where you're at. Those Dread Swords are just a sacrificial charge to take care of it. Well, bye-bye. I'm very curious what the Undead Titan looks like. I'm picturing something like a more cartoony, like, abomination, like from Warcraft. You know, just some, like, an abomination in this game's art style, basically. I could see that being a fitting pick. Ha! Oh, I've weakened it so much, it's basically worthless now. I love this. And oh my, have you left yourself wide open to a cavalry charge, instantly destroying yourself? You sure have! Yeah, that's 1,000 gold down the drain, puppy. Okay. I think I sneak Ragna down here. I just kind of have this be the sneaky bastards going in on the barrack squad. Oh yeah, without taking any counterattack damage. It's wonderful. Everything about what happened that exchange was excellent and flawless. I think they need another Dreadboat for defensive purposes. Let's actually let them come in a little further. Lure them more onto the bridge, so I can take more advantage of the indirect fire I'm building up there. And now this knight's probably dead, but that's fine. They got the job done, and that's the important bit. Yeah, it took them, like, in terms of action economy, it took, well, oh no, you're going east. That's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh shit, that's very bad. Oh dear. Okay, Okay. Let's see. How close can you fire? 2 to 6. So it's only if you're adjacent that you're in the blind spot. Let me take down this mage, I guess. I'm not going to make nearly as efficient of use of these knights down here, because they're assuredly dead next turn. I think I just kind of hold my units back, keep them out of range, and then... Because either the golem's just going to go to punch the village and destroy it. Won't really be able to get a crit in with my warlocks, but that might be the best move here, because they're good against most of the stuff they have deployed up there. And then, of course, Ragna. And then everybody up here just kind of needs to go all in to try to distract, so I do not have my commander get diagnosed with dead. I know we're the undead army, but we need our living commander, I guess. Yeah, just churn out another swordsman. It's fine. Okay, let's see how this all completely falls apart. Oh, it would be silly if it did, but that could explain the confusion last time. I guess I could check that. Okay, I'm at least splitting them up a bit. A bit. Okay, the ballista's not great versus ground units. I had forgotten this. Sheesh. I keep forgetting how damn strong pikemen are just because they're so slow moving. Oh, come on. That's exactly the kind of annoying play I would make. Alrighty. Okay. First and foremost, shoot that thing. How old does Ragna do versus 41? That's not nothing. Okay, so let's see if we 23, 30, 70. They'll crit her back, but it'll be so weak that it won't really matter at that point. I think that's my best plan. It's not a great plan, but that giant has to go down this turn, or it's just going to start absolutely raining, walloping. Or wait, no, that's not going to kill. Okay, so then I have to do this, which I don't like it nearly as much. And we go up here. Yeah, let's weaken this thing. That's going to be a bigger problem for me. Oh yeah, and let me check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I have 11 units. Okay, yeah, so it says I have 19, so it must count buildings as units, which is confusing and pretty bad. I don't know why they would do that. That's weird. Whose chair is that? Not my chair. Not my chair, not my problem. Okay, I just kind of need more beef this way, so... Kind of on the back foot a little bit here, so let me churn out a Dread Spear. I don't know if the dog finishes off. It's at 7. I'll hit it for 5. I think I have to try, because I would love to let my knight get the first hit in on the enemy knight. Damn it! It survived, barely. That's quite unfortunate. Alright, you get to block. How's my groove is mostly charged. That could be really good with a bunch of units sort of clustered. No, honestly, I think I just need more dread swords. We save some money for now, because my income is a fair bit lower at the moment. Yep, there's that golem crit. Okay, yeah, I did put Ragna at risk, but won't be to, like, a critical degree. Yeah, because they can't really press that advantage too much. That man is dead. Again, because he was Skeleton Man. Okay, that's fine. Alas, poor skeleton doggy. The horse is dead for the first time, though. True! The swordsman lived, somehow. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I do have the groove. Okay, so that could be huge. If I shield jump here, that'll weaken a lot of their units. And probably wipe out... Yeah, that could be a great way to start turning the tide here. Yeah, let me do it. Ragna, dive in, girl.
I'm gonna break you!
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And just like that, their advantage is basically gone. That's so good. Always did like those cheeky commanders where it's like, those COs in Advance Wars, rather, where like, yeah, just deal a bunch of damage to the enemies, like Hawk, or, you know, God forbid, Sturm. Though Sturm is cheating. And I'll never deny that. I think I actually have my archer attack this village so I can cap it. You get... Oh god, they built another one. That's illegal. I can't build giants. Why the hell can you, AI? Still, I've earned myself some breathing room. And I think if I pursue kind of a similar... Is it trebuchet time? No, I think it's nighttime. I need to be able to deal with... No, clearly, if you look at the time dial, it's daytime right now. Yeah, that giant is going to be messy to be dealt with, but I think it'll be fine with all the forces I have in the area now. I kind of can press the numbers advantage a little bit. Might honestly want to wagon at this point. I think I wagon. Oh lord, he coming. They're like, just clock damage on Ragna. Which, to be fair, is a smart move in this case. I'll need to... I can reinforce commanders, right? End the world o'clock. Yeah. Wait! Oh my god, they put the trebuchet there? What the fuck are you doing, AI? Okay, we take those. We take those. Idiots. Jesus. Just free. Just the freest thing you could imagine. The AI is really bad about deploying those intelligently, I'm noticing. The knight, I think I gotta hold in reserve for now. Ragna will reinforce you. Excellent, excellent. Oh, if only it was a space closer, I could cavalry charge the giant. As it is, why don't I just deny him some income? It's not super efficient from a gold perspective, but I kind of need to keep the pressure on. To that end, I'll deploy my one ranger a little bit unintelligently, just so I can bring down my numbers from the north and hopefully not get bottlenecked up there again. They don't really have the numbers down here to do that again. Kind of don't want my knights to get punched into oblivion. So move you up there. Warlock's not a bad choice. And, oh, right, I completely forgot about... You know, that thing that I spent 300 gold on last turn. God damn it. Good thing I reinforced her. Because she is going to be pretty important to... Oh, you went that way. Okay. That's not what I expected them to do. That's not what I expected at all. Huh. Okay, I can work with this. God, thank God that these archers can counterattack in melee. Otherwise, that would have been a perfectly annoying way to box me in up there. Oh, that also means those rangers have a crit on the golem. That's fantastic. That's a good start. Alright, get the easy kill there. Several oh, hey, cavalry charge. We like those. Just gotta keep applying that pressure. And why don't I keep you relatively safe and just kill a dog? After all, we're playing as the bad guy. This is fine now. And they don't even die. They just run away. To live on a nice farm upstate. They're very happy there. Oh, is today the Superb Owl game? It's the season finale for the football fandom? I didn't even realize. Alright, see you later, though. I do this shit every year, Tail. I'm like, legit, like, I used to have a boss who was, like, a mega fan of, like, the Chiefs, and she would be like, oh, I'm so excited, they're in the Super Bowl. I'm like, oh, it's football season? She'd be like, Jesus, yes, Vim, it's football season. No, I give zero fucks about sports ball. The only time I've ever given a single damn about sports ball is when I lived in Nebraska, during a time when the Huskers were good. Like, I still have a Huskers, like, throw blanket that I use, because it's cozy. But yeah, the Owl game, whatever. Happy for people who are excited about it, but it holds no appeal for me. If I knew some, like, sports people and they were like, hey, Vim, we're all gonna get together and, like, eat a bunch of food or something, then I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. I'll get into some owling, but as of now, I'm like, meh, whatever. Yeah, super cozy. It's managed to hold together. Oh, children see the prediction of Little Shop of Horrors. Sounds fun. I think I do another warlock, I guess? And then up here, perhaps a doge? Yes. Oh, fuck! Okay. Bit frightening, but they don't have anywhere near lethal on Ragna. Also I'm getting very into character, commanding as Ragna to be like, oh shit, they could attack me? But okay, most of their forces are pretty well depleted. I'm winning the battle of the bulge here. Anyway, crit this fool. Yep, it very much is. But now, I can finish him. Take this! Oh my god, really? Freaking magic pixel of health bullshit. Fine, you! Ranger it like Noah. No, you probably won't be able to get the job done, let's be real. I just kind of need an anyone to hit that golem and it falls over. Let's have that... Oh, shit, you're a Dread Spear. Perfect. I feel like I so rarely get to directly, like, spear counter knights. Yeah, I'll have the mages tear down that living wall. Seems fitting. Also, how's my groove charge? 80%, okay. Now we... 2 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. You do not have them covered, therefore they shall die. Perfect. Now we move you in to capture here. Which they're probably going to attack as they move in, but that's fine. That's more intended as bait than anything. Actually... yeah, why don't I build a Dread Knight? And then actually load you right back into the wagon? And drop you off directly in front of the trebuchet so it can't shoot you. And then I've got another one in position to start taking down this barracks, which is going to be key to my victory. And from back here, y'all are just going to have to continue walking. Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to... I'll read through a few units after this mission. I need to remember to be good about that. Because, yeah, the writing is pretty nice and humorous. You fool! You've taken the bait! You didn't even capture it! Or turn it neutral. The knights are like, we can't counter when we're stuck in gay baby jail like this. I'm like... or they can't cavalry charge. And I'm like, yes, that's the point. Okay, Caesar's rolling up to the front lines. Oh my god, even with the ballistas help. Delicious. Let's see, have you get finished off there. Could chop that village down, which would be fine. Yeah, let's set you up on this beachy knoll. Wagon is APC from Advance Wars, so all it does is transport infantry. Ooh, actually, that's pretty good. Yeah, let me start working on bringing this down. And I can have my swordsman start to work on this. Ragna kind of needs to be kept out of the direct fighting until I can have her nab a heal. Yeah, this seems like a fine use for the Dread Spear. I need to start cutting off their economic advantage. Do they even have an economic advantage right now? We're at parity. Okay. That's fair, but what's fun about things being fair? Okay. Flipped it back neutral. So I can cap it next turn. I think I'll send Ragna more down here, and then... Is this enough? Yes, amazingly. Okay, perfect. And I can just kind of hold the rest back, I guess. I gotta turn that, flip that neutral again, but that's fine. Not too concerned about that. So let's have the mage go over here to help with that. And I'm really tempted to trebuchet, but I feel like I've got a lot of indirect fire over there already, so let me instead churn out another knight. Keep moving y'all into position. And the wagon gets to fuck right off. God, that's so much movement. It's incredible. Let's use it to funnel a Dread Spear. Okay. That should be... Who haven't I... Yeah, those guys. And they're fine where they're at. They're fine where they're at. We await the coming of the enemy. Oh, that barracks just deployed on mountains. That's so bad for me. Oh my, he has his groove charged already. Is this a fast charging variant, from what I understand? Can't quite cavalry charge in either way. Capture this, though it'll just be at 2. Let's have you snipe these fools. Okay, let's capture here. It is fun to waste the enemy's turns by just, like, making them play capture back and forth forever. I think I have my mage attack here. Then we start working on Caesar a little bit by just having my swordsman dive in. Go here. My little offensive down here is in a bit of a precarious state. Not going to be able to flip it neutral with that knight this turn, which is unfortunate. Move you up here. Yeah, I think I need Ragna at, like, max health. That seems pretty important. And keep spitting out knights, I guess? Actually... no, you're still valuable up there. You're still valuable up there. If I move you max movement, you can load up that Dread Spear. And then we go over here. Hopper's over there. Okay, this little knot of units is going to be annoying to take down, but... Who is even playing in the Super Bowl? I have no idea. Or wait. Drunk said, right? Birds. Okay, so one of the bird teams. That's... Who's a bird team? There's... The Eagles, the... Cardinals is baseball, I think? I can't think of any other bird teams. All the, like, one football fans that I have are like, oh my god, Vim. But yeah, as is said, sports ball and me, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Putting up an annoyingly good defense down south, but Caesar's a little exposed up north as a result, so I can still work with this. Wow, that didn't actually kill, somehow. Alrighty then. Because I cannot believe how much value I've gotten from this archer unit down here. It's pretty unreal. How many times I've been able to just stand on a beach where I have negative defense and, like, critical hit somebody. I'm so glad I don't have to, like, supply ammo in the form of, like, arrows to these bozos. Yeah, let me turn a little more north. I feel like I've got Caesar a little bit on the run. Little baby crit. But any damage on the enemy commander is good damage. Gonna kill that dog. As Brennan Lee Mulligan says. Let's do a cab charge here. Let's see. Only one of these can hit, so who does more? The dog does more. So we'll use you to do a capture play. Dog v dog action. And I think I use my swordsman to force the knight to, like, attack Caesar out. Like, that's a really good defensive corner with the +3. But with me having multiple ranger crits lined up, they have no choice but to basically break him out of there. Or else I'm just going to win through sheer press of bodies. That little fight up north. And just cause their loss. Completely, like, bypassing the fight to the south. More or less. And to further that end, continue deploying that down there, move those down there. And keep spamming them knights. Alright, feeling pretty good about this mission. Wow, you went for the knights and oh, you damned fool, you damned fool. You think you're safe just because you have Caesar parked on woods. That's not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough. I would be shocked if I don't have lethal on Caesar this turn. Shocked, I say. Okay, yeah, he does take the dogs down, but they were only ever there to keep him walled in. And oh my! Pre-rolls have turned back on. Turned back on. And I do need to refill my water bottle again, so... Do they? No, I think it's like I, and then like, meant to be like a lighting thing? Like a shading thing? Because it's kind of the same as down here. I can kind of see it, but I don't think that's what they meant. It's interesting, though. Anyway. Well, no, I basically have the mission beat. Let me, like, beat the mission, and then I'll take my break. Fire! Fire! I think I might have Ragna in range too. Oh, I do. Oh, that's perfect. That's too perfect. Alright, move you out of the way.
Where is he? I've searched everywhere! Show yourself!
And then we kill a commander with a commander. They didn't use Caesar's Groove once. Amateurs.
It's over, loser!
I win! But I still don't know who the heck Caesar is. I'm the greatest warrior that ever died!
Ragna. Valder constructed you using the remnants of the finest warriors from throughout history. You boast all their resilience, their cunning, and especially their might. And what do you do with these gifts? You brawl with a dog.
A dog?
What?
A dog?!
Idiot. And scene! You're goddamn right that's an S rank. Let me play as the baddies more often. They're fun. You can now play as Ragna's Arcade. Well, wish granted. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break and then I'll actually advance the story here. These side missions are great. Back in a few. Okay, I return. Ads are still rolling, but I did promise to read some stuff from the Codex, so let me do that while we wait. Let's read more about the baddies. Particularly... There's Dread Knight. The Dread Knight is Felheim's cavalry unit. A Dread Knight's steed is a creature of darkness, drawn from across Felheim to its master's side by way of necrotic blood ritual. The soul of the Dread Knight dominates and absorbs that of its mount until a single consciousness remains. If Dread Knight and Stallion are separated for too long, both are driven to a violent madness. The Trebuchet is a recent addition to the Legion, reflecting the degree to which Valder has brought structure and organization to Felheim. Though its operators are unpracticed and unruly, it has proved an effective addition to Felheim's armies. Oh, they only have the one page. What about the Ballista? Felheim soldiers take a quantity over quality approach to the operation of ballistas, learning to reload and fire them with blinding speed and miserable inaccuracy. This actually works better than you'd think. Felheim's ballistas shoot dread bolts. These are exactly the same as normal bolts, but with the word dread attached. Nice. I mean, they're staying on theme. An old friend. Deep in the Lost Leagues, Emmerich decides strange times call for strange magic.
My queen. I need to request something of you.
Request something? Go ahead.
These marshlands have an unusual property. A property we may be able to take advantage of. The barrier between the world of the dead and the world of the living is particularly thin here. If I invoke certain kinds of magic, it may allow me to speak with those who have passed. As such, I am asking you, both as my queen and as his daughter, if I may attempt to reach King Merciful.
Father.
Could I talk to him too?
I'm afraid that would be impossible. Only the one who casts the spell is able to see and speak with the spirits. I'm sorry.
I understand. You talk to him for the both of us and let him know how much I miss him.
Thank you. Please stay in the camp, even if you hear the sounds of combat. This is necromantic magic, and it will draw the undead to me.
What?
Oh, okay. Maybe tell me that first next time.
I have a spell for this. I can begin the spell using the surface of that pool ahead. Once I start, the undead will sense our presence. They'll be drawn towards the magic. So we must stay alert.
Is this all I get? Oh my. Okay. Yeah, no buildings on the map. This is all I got. Still, I've got a decent lineup. And with his, like, defensive groove, I should be able to do okay.
I will begin casting the spell. Your Highness!
Emmerich,
I'm so glad I've reached you.
listen.
And I, Emmerich, listen, we don't have much time. You're all in grave danger.
Isn't safe. I know, the Felheim hordes.
It's more than the hordes, Emmerich. There's... The undead are approaching. Ooh, from all sides as well. That's many of them.
This magic is so unstable. The undead presence has disrupted like my link with Merciful. The king's spirit is still close by. We must fight our way through and attempt to reach him once more.
Okay, so I don't have to defeat every enemy. Though it might not be a bad idea. So, okay, so the focus here is going to be on momentum. Yeah, particularly with my tiny number of forces, I think it's going to be best to pick and choose, be very careful and deliberate about picking and choosing my battles here. Though some fighting is going to be inevitable for sure. Yeah, I won't really effectively be able to break loose here. I'm gonna have to turn around and fight. Okay, let me keep Commander Man towards the front, at least. Oh yeah, that's true, because they're kind of like, you know, they're still labeled as Felheim, but they're like kind of rogue or not official, like, military undead. Also, man, why didn't we bring more troops if we knew this was going to draw a bunch of undead to us? Seems like a poor decision. Good old mage crit. Okay, you're not on a mountain. I was afraid you were. I want to keep my mages from taking too much damage, because they're pretty high value this mission. Finish him. You know what this game is making me miss a little bit? Unicorn Overlord. Like, that was not a perfect game, but it was still a lot of fun. One of these days I might... Oh, I can cross the hazard. Oh, so, like, it lowers your... But I can still, like, move through it. And I can always just pop out and go to... Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. A little more Fire Emblem-ish. I mean, Advance Wars has pre-deploy missions as well. But... yeah. Yeah, maybe I divide and conquer a little bit here. Like, I just send these boys down in the this way direction. And certainly the whole, you know, having your commander, like, on the battlefield feels very Fire Emblem-ish. At all times. I kind of wish, just from a pure mechanics standpoint, that the leader for this mission was the Queen. Just because her healing power would have been really nice here. You know? With these limited numbers of units. Oh well. That, like, kind of counters the whole, like... Because we gotta keep moving, so you can't really fully exploit the defensive power this guy gets. Though I may as well smoke it while I got it.
This should protect us.
Yeah, true. Something that I don't really use them for outside of these, pre-deploy type maps. As I'm going to continue calling them. I think that's what that's what advanced... Okay, putting that on a river, maybe not the best plan. Maybe not the best plan. I really only needed it for this turn anyway, but yikes. Did I forget that the crystal could be attacked? Well, one could certainly draw that conclusion. But the answer is yes. The answer is very yes. It's putting him in a little bit of danger, but I think I actually engage from here. Because they can't hit me that bad. And I think I'm going to have a mage pop a heal down here. Or actually, I could save the heal. And finish this guy off? Yeah, let me save the heal, finish this guy off. He is probably used to it. Occupational hazard. He wears rubber robes. You know, what kind of intelligent lightning mage wouldn't take such precautions? They went for the mage instead. Interesting. Figured they would go for him. Can't quite insta-kill. So instead, let me go here and do this. I think it's fine if he doesn't get the kill. Just gets them to... No, god damn it! I did this a lot last week, too. I thought because I had the arrow drawn out, he would go there and then attack, rather than attack from where he stood. I think that's how the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how the control scheme in Reboot Camp works, which was my most recent experience with Advance Wars, so... That's why my brain is trying to operate like that. Shameful. Oh, you sweet summer child. Forest critical! Right, then. I do think this probably justifies another heal. After moving up. Because what else am I going to use the money for?
Emmerich.
Where are you? There's more I must say!
I'm on my way, Your Highness. Just had to deal with some annoying dead who didn't know when to stay dead. Hate the undead. Those who died should stay dead. Present company excluded, of course.
Be really nutty if I got, like, a wagon this mission or something. Because Emmerich is just slow enough for this to be kind of annoying. Yeah, I read a little bit of lore on Felheim units. I read the Dread Knight, the Trebuchet, and the Ballista for them. It doesn't count if I move a mage on here, right? It has to be Emmerich? It has to be Emmerich. That makes sense. He is the mage of the mages. Okay, so I have that next turn. Let's just kind of move everybody forward.
Speaking with Merciful again will draw yet more undead towards us. I should gather the troops and keep everyone close.
Yeah, makes sense. In fact, no, I probably don't immediately groove. That seems premature.
You made it! Listen! What's happening now was begun aeons ago, before Valheim, before Cherrystone. A great war between nations long forgotten. Merciful. You must listen! More undead!
Ooh, that's... And they're... Oh, shit. Okay, they got Vampire as well. Okay, she's gonna be a problem. Maybe should have grouped right away. Yeah, I'm gonna have to focus more on speed here. I'm not gonna be killing everything here. Yeah, and they keep having to, like, deal with alive people things like eating food and being thirsty or tired or something. I could see that being very tiresome. Let me go ahead and drop an Elder Shield here.
This should protect us.
You know, not on a negative defense tile this time. I've learned my lesson until I inevitably forget again. And how about Mountain Critical? Oh, Mountain already gives you maximum defense? I was hoping it would go up even further. That's a little disappointing. Oh well.
Finish him.
We're just kind of going to make a break for the north. Yeah, that makes him worse than I had thought. Because there's There's a CO in the second Advance Wars whose whole thing is taking advantage of terrain. Like, every star of defense, or like shield of defense, when translated to this game, becomes like another 10% more attack power. And then her super power doubles defense for all her units. So if you're on like a mountain which gives 4 stars, just like it gives 4 shields, suddenly you have 80% more attack. And so just for a turn, your ground units are unstoppable gods. I was kind of hoping Emmerich would be able to pull off that kind of a play, but not quite. But that was more than a little broken, so it's probably fine that it doesn't work exactly like that. Anyway, let me move the mages to the north and drop a little cheeky heal. It does heal the crystal! I wasn't sure how that would work. Maybe, that's fair. Like, every time I go back to the first Advance Wars, I have to be like, oh god, how does it work in this game again? So, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. Oh! The vampires went right for the crystal. Interesting. It was useful as a decoy, then. Of course, now these swordsmen are kind of going to get their shit ruined, but not too bad. Not too bad. Anyway, kill her. Or almost kill her, that's fine. Let's see. Oh, right, I can attack from that direction. Sure, we gotta keep our forward momentum. Cast lightning from the river. You will surely not regret casting a lightning spell in the water. As discussed. Yep, and we crit up here. To just wipe these hoes out. The swordsman might need to kind of die for his country down here. Well... Actually, he's only at 6. I don't necessarily need to go after him. Yeah, let me just move people out of his immediate... Let me basically just back the swordsman up, and the rest should be fine. What would have been really nice is if they'd given me a ranger this map, but I kind of understand why they didn't, because with all the nonsense I can already throw out, that would probably be giving me a little too much of an upper hand. Anyway, if I move here, do you... No, you do not. The swordsman can actually do quite well. Is that the end of the sentence? I believe it is. Yeah, they are slow, but they haven't given me any units that are particularly, like, agile here. Is the thing. And then, let's see. Can you... You can go there, okay. Because I feel like this is another excellent opportunity for a heal. And then we sneak you a little bit north. Just a little bit. Not so much that the enemy mage can get a drop on you. Yeah, they're decent. But, you know, they haven't even given me anything as quick as, like, you know, a dog unit or something. Go ahead, make his day. This is how you cast Lightning Blast. Oh, that is a perfectly timed groove. I was hoping this is how it was going to work out. Wait, no. Let me move off to here, and then drop the Elder Shield here? No, here. That way it's more out of the way, and it can still shield us decently. They'll be able to get at it less as well. And I can take advantage of some swordsman crits pretty easily. No, that way doesn't quite make sense. Oh, right, because the minus and the... Yeah, so if they attacked from here, it would be a... Okay, unfortunate. Alright, that's fine. Can just have everyone work together. Let's see, let's have you, and then... Yeah, because I feel like I need the mage to do another heal. Gotta keep health up. For, I think, just the common troops. Emmerich can rely on his regen here. Ooh, yeah, that literally kept that swordsman alive. Yeah, Emmerich, you're good to just kind of ignore this and push ahead. You get the hell out of there. Yes, and now, zounds, there are some undead rogues upon us. I think my best move here might be 1, 2, 3, 4. We send the mages back. This one blasts these undead fellows. And then they wait. I did that backwards, didn't I? No, I didn't. I can't critical him, but can do jolly well good enough. And the undead menace is basically no more. Mages putting in work as the swordsmen flee for their lives. This one's going to continue to harry us a bit, but even with no defenses whatsoever, it barely lands a scratch. So it's all fine. Now I would like to circle the wagons a bit for my common troops. Not practically. As a matter of fact, they are. Second last heal, but that one swordsman is basically going to be useless if I don't heal him. Alright, let's see where the undead spawn from now. You were speaking of a war. It was called the Great Dissonance. It was a monstrous, bloody struggle. So many died that there wasn't land enough to bury them. Sounds fake. After a decade of conflict, a nation called Cacophony, acting in despair and desperation, sought to end the bloodshed once and for all. They brought something into the world. Something they couldn't control. Something evil. Not the fell gauntlet.
No.
A weapon of far greater power. Its name was Requiem. And on that note, the undead approach. Thank you for the voice, Redeem. Okay, this is fine. Okay, and there's one more. Alright, so I can... Yeah, I can just mage critical both these guys into irrelevance. Very conveniently placed woods, given how I had myself deployed there. Probably deliberate on the dev's part. You will become an annoyance soon. You I can ignore. I think I send you ahead to join the general. And I guess it does avoid them chipping down my mages a little bit. I don't really have any other use for the swordsman unit, realistically. Oh no, not my crystal that's horribly out of position. Anything but that. Fools. They took the bait perfectly. I do really like how, money still has a use and, like, a purpose in these pre-deploy maps. In a lot of Advance Wars ones, it doesn't matter, like, the money that you have or gain. Okay, I do need to be a little wary of you. On the whole, things are fine. TM. No, that's a very bad idea, TM. Okay, and we can kind of bunch up there, drop one last heal. I do need my mages to be ship-shape here. But then that's it. No more heals.
We're fresh out, I'm afraid.
Let's post you up here, and you in this area. Yes. We're a little bit spread, but that's fine. That might not be fine. That is not fine. Still. Commander Man can tank one hit from, a vampire easily enough. I'm not super worried about that, because it's like, it's right at the end up there, so... I just kind of have to, like, have my mages sprint up ahead a little bit, and the rest of this will be okay. I think I'll just focus on trying to get threats off the board. Golden stupid dash for the king. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing here a little bit.
This should do the trick.
I'm feeling pretty confident by having Emmerich at full health. That's helping quite a bit, that I didn't make stupid plays with him before. So now I'm free to make stupid plays with him now. And, you know, I don't need these swordsmen to live. It would be kind of nice if they survived a little longer, but if they die for the cause, that's whatever. God, flying units really are the bane of commanders' existences. I do like that he's got, like, the crystals hovering around him rather than just, like, a staff. It's a cooler look. Alright, you go here. You... that's unfortunate. I could slow my roll for just a second and drop the groove, I guess. A rank turns 25. Or what if, instead, I continued charging ahead like an idiot and still dropped the groove? Tempting. So let's see. If I go here and Elder Shield here, then that does extend to the... Yeah, I think that's a reasonable advance.
Cherry stones defend us.
Oh, right, and I moved him out of the... This just in, local streamer forgets how to count. Never mind. It was fine from the beginning. Game was rigged from the start, etc. And Swordsman, it's time for you to die for your country. They're happy about it, see? They love it. They'll probably get raised as dread swords soon. They have a retirement plan. Shits out a crystal. What's fun here as well is that it completely bottlenecks the ground forces coming in. They would have to break the crystal before they'd be able to follow me. So it kind of lets me split them up. Actually, no kinda about it. It just lets me split them up. Well, unless they crossed via the water. Which is absolutely a thing that they could do, I guess. We still crit from here. Or no, we don't. Right, because negative defense. Why am I so stupid?
Lightning blast!
Still, I've pretty well got this beat. Just gotta move through my last few, though I'm not hitting the... whoops. Okay, yeah, I'll be able to just hit the A rank. So no S rank for me, but I think I'm fine with that. I'll live. Actually, I think I'd just ignore that Dread Sword. It's on 1 health. What is it gonna do? Very little. I'll tell you what. Very little indeed. Man, I'm thinking now that I know that it's a Super Bowl today, like, do I need to do any grocery shopping? Today would be a good day for it. Because no one's going to be out and about, probably. But I just went grocery shopping like a couple days ago. I'm like, how can I take advantage of this situation? Yeah, and that should be the end, so yeah. Let me go ahead and do a cheeky little crit on the other mage. And swordsman, you fight too. I keep forgetting that swordsmen are really good against mages. Turns out, like most nerdy mages, if you punch them in the face, it works pretty well.
Finish him. The weapon? Yes.
Requiem's creators sought to wield it, just like any other weapon. Requiem, however, had its own ideas. Its creators realized their folly too late. They sought to destroy it, but its power had become much greater than their own. However, with a back-breaking effort, they did finally manage to banish it. But a high price was exacted. A sacrifice, made to seal away the darkness. Even so, Requiem was not weakened, merely contained. Anchored to the soul of the Princess of Cacophony. It still sleeps shackled inside the dragon's cradle.
And now Felheim seeks this Requiem?
Emmerich!
I can't hear you!
Merciful!
Tell Mercia.
Love!
He's like, very well, I shall.
And just completely ignore the evil statue in the background.
Requiem. Most troubling. I need to return to camp and inform Mercy of this.
I miss him so much.
My queen. He loves you, Mercia.
This Requiem, what are we going to do about it?
You're the queen, you tell me, bitch.
Dad.
He wouldn't have brought it up unless it was important. But right now, we have to focus on getting to Heaven's Song.
I agree. I quite agree, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
Then let's gather everybody. We'll leave first thing tomorrow.
Victory!
You can now play as Emmerich in Arcade. You unlocked Cacophony in the Codex. That seems like lore we should read. Long ago, the continent of Urania consisted of just 2 vast countries, divided roughly along the line that now marks the border between the Floran lands and the Lost Leagues. In the east was Silmore, a country of plains and marshes, mountain ranges, and wide, bright deserts. In the west was Cacophony. Wooded and green, its furthest reaches blanketed with thick snow. Not much is known about these 2 fallen nations, as few survivors were left to tell their stories. Okay. Let me keep reading on... Wagon. Cherrystone wagons were originally built to transport goods to market. Though long since reassigned, it's not uncommon for a band of soldiers to emerge from one with a faint smell of cinnamon buns clinging to their clothing. Have I read Alchemist? I don't think I have. The Alchemist is Cherrystone's mage unit. Alchemists are relatively new to the Cherrystone army, having originally operated as doctors, concocting elixirs and combining them with elemental power in order to cure all manner of maladies. While they still practice medicine on the battlefield, they also use that same magical talent to call down thunder and lightning on their foes. I don't think I've done the knight yet. The knight is Cherrystone's cavalry unit. Cherrystone knights are men and women of great renown. Though they are masters of many weapons and battle techniques, nothing in a knight's arsenal is as formidable as their faithful steed. Cherrystone rears its horses on the Green Sweep, the range of rolling hills that border Cherry Bay. It is said that the mixture of sea air and pollen blown in from the east gives them their great size and speed. What is going on with the Cherrystone Golem? I gotta know. The Golem is Cherrystone's giant unit. Golems are the work of Cherrystone's master stonemasons. They are constructed from the toughest rock, washed ashore from Guardian's teeth, and shaped with tools made of dragon scales. At the heart of each golem sits a single pebble-sized cherrystone. Jesus. Its power imbuing the lifeless stone with sentience and purpose. Those brave enough to place their ear to the golem's chest may hear strange whispers from within. Ominous. High Vampire of the West. They've taken everything the Lost Leagues had to throw at them, except this final foe.
Vampire! Mercia, stay back!
So much drama just for me? I'm flattered.
Who are you?
I'm Sigrid, High Vampire of the West.
Queen Mercia?
And you, Queen Mercia, are about to meet your maker. Back off, you old bat! Nuru, I've heard of her. She's dangerous.
The Queen is right. You must leave, now!
How foolish.
Have you not yet tired of running? Must I pursue you to the ends of the earth? Why limit yourself? Why not drop off the face of the planet? Nuru,
This is my fight!
it's okay, Mercia. I've got this. You and Emmerich get to safety while I hold this bloodsucker off. Thank you, Nuru.
Okay, so I get to... Oh! Wait, both of them? Oh, I see. I deploy units from the east while I retreat in the west.
Mercia, make for the East Road. I'll keep the way clear. Okay, I'm coming.
Escape Sigrid's army and deliver Mercia to safety. Okay. Nothing too threatening yet, but I imagine it won't stay that way for long. Oh, they have, like, fruit... Are those fruit bats? Are fruit bats the flyers, the Mercians? That's really funny if so. Yeah, Sigrid's great. All the baddies seem great, except for Valder. Valder seems very one note and kind of boring, but I've barely gotten to see him, so... Actually, what? Is she on the battlefield? She's not on the battlefield yet, but I imagine that will change. Why don't I be proactive and look up how she works? Sigrid is a high vampire, an ancient being of prodigious power. She serves Valder, Lord of Felheim, and he considers her his most reliable subordinate. Like the icy wastes of her homeland, Sigrid is cold and brutal. Okay, I get no... Oh! Vampiric Touch. Sigrid drains all health from an enemy unit and adds it to her own health? Oh my god, that's so good! That's so good! Holy shit! That's a terrifying groove. I want that. Please tell me they'll let me play as her at some point. Holy crap. Alright, let's move a little carefully here so I don't get sniped immediately. Also, I do have enough gold to drop a couple heals, which is good. Do I also move you on... I do, okay. I don't have to pass turn and then... Wait, is the money shared then? Also, can you capture? You cannot capture. But I should definitely be sending you out for some initial strength and harassment purposes. Okay, I can only... Leaf Wing... What's a swooper? Air-to-air unit. Critical hit when target is Not adjacent to its own allied witch. Hex deals 10% damage to all unit types? So is Hex, like, not quite grasping how that works. Can't use her groove against commanders. Okay, good. That's still a terrifying power. Alright, so I guess you just get to go around capping shit?
I'll take this.
Alright, Sigrid, you're definitely gonna start dropping reinforcements on my head. Don't pretend like you aren't. Can't quite cavalry charge anything, but I can fight with doges, so that's just as good. I like her disappointed face. Sigrid's very cute. I feel like she would hate being called cute. But I'm sorry, Sigrid. It's just the truth. An ability... Twisted version of... Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, because, like, Hex seemed to imply, like, an anti-mage heal, so that makes sense. I need to keep you out of... Well, yeah, I need to keep you out of pikeman range is the important thing here. So, let's move you over here, move the dog over here. And let's rush to get these over here. Because I'm not going to have a good way of dealing with that with the Queen's army. Then rush down here, capture this village.
I think I'll take this.
So just the mere fact that they're giving me, like, the air sweepers means I'll probably need anti-air at some point, but for now, it's fine. Yeah, it is a fun vampire trope, and one that you don't seem to see that often for whatever reason. Can't afford to spit out a unit this turn, so we sit. Okay, good, they're going for her. Because she'll have plenty of time to regen. Also, I'm probably... Callie, if you recall, is it game over if I lose either commander here? I'm assuming that's how this works, but I'm not 100% on that. I'm just assuming. So if you could confirm that for me, I would appreciate. Game over if any commander dies. Makes sense. Hey, O'Brien, how you doing this fine day? Where I had forgotten the Super Bowl was going on. I'm like, video games instead. And, like, a huge litany of chores that I have to take care of after stream. That's unfortunate placement for him. But that's fine. I can deal with that. Because I was such a lazy lump yesterday, I'm like, oh yeah, I have all the adulting to get done today. I feel that. I'm basically never interested in the Super Bowl, but this year is, well, this year is just no exception. So what do they fire to attack? Oh, little leaves, of course. I was saying earlier, I literally don't even know who's playing. Like, who's in the Super Bowl? Drunk Emblem, who was here earlier, mentioned his bird team, so I assume the Eagles? Question mark? That's a football team, right? Eagles versus someone. Fair enough. Fair enough, man. You still know more than me.
How foolish.
Fleeing is pointless. You're simply delaying the inevitable.
There's some more enemies, including a mage, which is very bad for me. Oh, Kansas City Chiefs, okay. My old boss is probably enthused then. Jesus, are they just in the Super Bowl every year? I feel like they're always in this superb owl game. This will open up my ranger, or this will take a ranger attack, but that's fine. I can't just hover outside of their range forever. Gotta start taking down this little squad here. And need to keep you out of the horrible insta-murder range of that mage. Just have you finish this off. Hehehe. And honestly, my little troop of cherry stoners, they probably don't like it when you call them cherry stoners, is pretty well set up to deal with this squad up here, because it's just a couple swordsmen and a mage. So that's not that bad, TM. Still don't want to blunder my knight into it, though. Move you there, move you there. I think I'm gonna capture the barracks first, because that'll just speed up my, that'll speed up my ground game quite a bit, and also my capturing game. Can air fight air? Yes, air can in fact fight air. Okay. So, just because there's a vampire in the field, I don't think I need to suddenly swap to swoopers. I think I keep spamming leaf wings for now. This is gonna hurt. Yep, but not that bad. That's survivable. Oh dear, that's bad. I hadn't even thought about that with ground troops getting deployed down there. I need to make sure they don't capture any buildings that let them deploy more units. Ooh, just at a cavalry charge range. You win this time, undead hordes! Except I'm still gonna cavalry charge this hapless swordsman. Could be a bit of a blunder with the knight, but I gotta keep moving here. I can't lose my momentum, or I will die. If we go beneath 2 tiles a turn, we will explode. Okay, let's finish you off. Ugh, the leafwings sound so gross as they attack. Kinda love it. And let's start dealing with you, because the trebuchet is only a problem once my cherry stone units catch up. Yeah. Keep pushing ahead here.
I think I'll take this.
And just a slasher. No need to get too fancy. Air units are my main offensive focus still. Though I imagine that'll need to change. It would be way too easy if I could just spam leaf wings every turn and win the map. So I imagine they gotta throw a change up on me at some point. I could just dive him anyway. Yeah, why not? I don't care if this leaf wing survives that much. I'll deal a crit. God, barely survives. Perfectly setting yourself up for the crit. Well played, well played. Which doesn't matter for it, but I do have to care about it a bit when it comes to back to my turn. Now it might be a good idea to deploy some anti-air. Though I can do that from the tower I'm about to cap, actually. So that's fine. Okay, can you... Yeah, basically. Run them down in the forest! Perfect. I think I'll save her groove. I don't really need it. I think I will keep that dread sword from following. Just in case. The puppers can catch up. Queen, please move your ass. Okay, you need to capture this. Let's see, how's your 33% only? Should deploy some help for her down there. They got a few pikemen, so knights would not be a good idea. Could deploy a trebuchet. But actually, just a dag. Dog should be pretty good. Though they are vulnerable to... It's not a great idea either. Maybe just a shooter? Can I shooter and... I can't. Shooter leafwing. And my income's growing all the time. So it's fine that that leaves me on 0. Not a big deal. I think I can start to turn my air attention a little more south now. Let's see. You are more the threat, so let's take you out. Definitely need to build anti-air sooner rather than later, because those vampires are about to challenge my air dominance. Which is not ideal. But a problem for slightly in the future, Vim. By which I mean this next turn, it will become my problem. But honestly, I could just kind of leave my air units to die down there and take down the trebuchet. Because we've got 2 mages on the escort unit, so that should be enough. Yeah, that's fine. They're in decent positioning, too. Just gotta watch the movement on that knight that's chasing. So, yeah, ignore the other air units. Just keep wrecking this, this siege weapon. Alrighty then. Is that overcommitting a little? Perhaps? But it'll also be a good bait, because they'll want to, like, recapture this, which will waste one of their turns. Which lets my backup catch up a little bit. Little bit. Take wing south! Yeah, I think move like this. Who haven't I ordered? Oh, right. These two. Let me wing you around here so you can get a critical on this guy. And then I think you need to head south. Need a little more muscle down there. But what I really need is more money. Okay, a little bit of damage. That's not bad. I do like that she uses a staff, but she just uses it to punch people with. Alien plant girl's like, I got no time for magic. Okay, that was a lot of reinforcements. Ooh, ballista, that's annoying. Okay, few problems cropping up here. Nothing that can't be handled. Healing aura might not be a bad plan here. Yeah, let's get a preemptive strike on the enemy air units coming in. They just kick and claw each other. Do I just give up this air unit for dead to hit this guy? I think I do. An acceptable loss, but it's one that I'm willing to make. Do I healing aura here? Yeah, why not?
None shall fall while I still stand. Healing aura.
I do like them, but they look a little kind of gross. I don't know. They're not for me. They're not for me. I can appreciate what the design's going for, but I'm like, eh. Okay, I'm horribly overexposed down there. We need to start fixing that. I could just back up. It's only one village that I'd be giving up. Yeah, I think that's the smart play here. Regroup a little bit. Let my air units start to swoop in. No, I gotta keep breaking this thing. And maybe I'm comparing them to, like, the designs of, like, the Harpy Girls and, like, the Vampires. I feel like that's not really a fair comparison, because those are great designs. Those are great designs. Yeah, we park you on a mountain. Basically, all I need to do down here is, like, take out the one mage, and then my air units can just swarm and overwhelm. So I don't need that much in the way of ground power down here. I might want to maybe build... No, they'll be through this area quick enough. I think this is fine. Just to be safe, I'll build a Leaf Wing up north and just pump out another Slasher here, I guess. Yeah, it is fun. Like, Advanced War is always, every time you had 2 factions or more under your control, it would be like, I would, like, take a turn as the Cherry Stone forces, who would have their own money pool, and then I would have to pass turn, and then it would be the turn of the Florin forces. It's nice getting to move them all at once, with a unified resource pool of gold. I think I do like that better. Farewell, Leaf Wings. They're dead. Yep, they're very dead. Everybody is being mean to Nuru. Oh well, any villages they cap, that's fine. That doesn't matter. Those are distractions, ultimately. So long as they don't get a barracks or a tower, we're fine. Those are the only things that matter. Ooh, that's a trebuchet basically in my backyard. Don't love that.
Awesome, I'm ready to use my groove. What is your groove, Nuru? It's a teleportation beam that lets me bring in a friendly unit right next to me. Whoa, just like that? Well, I still have to pay for it.
And it costs extra, if I'm not mistaken. Right, let me... I gotta win the air war down here. At least for now. Imagine how crazy it would be if Sigrid, because she is also a vampire, was able to just fly, like a flying commander. That certainly wouldn't be horrifically broken or anything. This is fine, because everything down there is pretty weakened. Plus, if they go in for the kill, I'll have my mage right there to punish. Alright, I do need to step up my efforts down here, though. Hey, swordsman! Kill these nerds! Great work. Now I can just dominate the skies. I do think I build an air sweeper this turn, though. It feels pretty warranted at this point. Don't think I need to use your groove. Oh, that wasn't lethal? Combat prediction, you lied to me. Oh well. Not a big deal if that thing survives on 1. Okay, we move to the this way direction. We kill pre-rolls, sorry. But I think I might, just because of how much stuff I have to do today, I might be done for the day after this mission. Perhaps. Let's see. Send you out of here just to give you a little more air cover. Can't afford a swooper this turn. That's fine. Let's deploy Slasher. I mean, Leaflings can still fight vampires. So it's not really a bad thing to keep just spamming those endlessly. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I did leave myself open for that, but that was pretty deliberate. That was a calculated risk, so this should be fine. Yeah, this whole thing... Well, honestly, I've weakened them enough that, like, bringing in the Cherrystone Mages should be enough to get the job done. Should being the operative word there. Should. Right. That was in range, but that's fine, because that's only minor damage. Yeah, that was very poor timing for the ad on my part. Multiple problems inbound here. Yeah, I think if I use the dogs here, and then I basically rely on an air unit slipped in to deal with all these knights that are going to be coming in, because air units just absolutely wreck knights, so that should work. This needs to die, and that will serve as excellent bait to draw in the enemy air. Because they're going to be like, ooh, I see an easy kill. Well, surprise, my mages see many easy kills in this part of the map. Speaking of easy kills... Okay... I think I might, no. Trebuchet must die. Trebuchet must die. Oh, yeah, I think I, like, quickly scrolled past that when I was doing lore stuff, but I didn't really see that. Oh, okay, we should be back from ads. Yeah, to reiterate, I think just because of, not because I'm gonna go watch the Owl game, I don't care about that. But I think I might finish up after the stream just because... finish up after the stream. After this mission, because I've got a lot of adulting stuff I need to do today, because I was supremely lazy yesterday. And I'm kind of thinking about, like, oh god, I have to, like, make a batch of broth for food prep. I gotta do laundry. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta clean the house. I'm like, ugh. Damn you, past Vim! Yeah, adulting. Shouldn't be too bad. It all takes time, you know? Maybe should have teleport beamed there. No, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Okay, and we continue to push out west so we can dominate that center of the map where the cherry stone units are about to pass through. Wish I had a little bit more money so I could get a swooper, but I think I've got enough air units there to... Between them and the cherry stone mages, I should be okay. Emphasis on should. I do need to get back to capturing, though. I've fallen a bit behind on my economics.
Got to brush up on the old supply lines, what?
As they say. Bye, knights. Thanks for coming. Yep, okay. For a second, I thought they weren't going to die in one hit, but... Nope, there it is. Oh! They've deployed air sweepers of their own. That is a good design. I like it. Spooky. Okay, so now I definitely need to be deploying air sweepers of my own. Okay. Let's have you capture down here. So it might be a good idea to teleport in a mage, perhaps? For anticipation of when they start to reach me. Anyway, this must die. And then they stayed perfectly out of range. Except for this one. Knock him out of the sky! Okay, and rather than... Yeah, I think I kind of sacrificed the Doge here. Well, that's not even really a sacrifice. I can just go in. I don't necessarily need to hold this one point. I'll be baiting an air attack onto the queen, but that's fine because I'll have my mages right there. Yeah. With my flyers right behind to deal with any that the mages can't get. Yes.
Finish her.
Huh. Oh, that's right. It is a little more expensive. Do I teleport in a shaman? Oh, that's a great design. Oh, I can teleport in flyers. They're just hideously... Oh, everything is double cost. I see. Okay, so it's a question of, is that worth it to me? And I'm not 100% convinced that the answer is yes. She can take an attack from them there. And then I can have swordsmen ready to back her. Or I just keep her out of range this turn. You know, crazy thought. Or what? No. I know. We teleport in a slasher also on mountains. And then... Because it'll... Oh, that's right. It's an ambush spawn. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I was told this last week, but I forgot. I forgot it was an ambush spawn. Oh my god. Here I was thinking like, man, that's not that good of a groove. But no, I'm just a fool who doesn't understand anything. Noted. That's crazy good, actually. Okay. Still leaves me 2 broke for a swooper because I pulled that little stunt. I honestly think I just keep spamming swordsmen for ground troops. The air units can kind of handle most anything else. It would be good to have a mage eventually, but I can just kind of fulfill the same purpose with an air swooper, so it's whatever. Farewell! Oh, they survive. Thank God. It's cavalry charge, isn't it? Yep. That's fine. All I need to do is make sure that full health knights never get to the queen. That's the important part here. You fool! I'm on 4 defense! Though she's injured enough, she's not doing a whole lot of damage at this point. Okay, you need to fight this guy, which also puts you on a perfect choke point to prevent any ground troops from getting through until they deal with you, which is excellent because the air sweepers are a bit away. You can back off. You kill this girl. Again. And I could just kind of leave the mages, like, mid here to basically serve as an answer to the air sweepers.
Phew! About halfway there now. Keep it up, Mercia. We can do this.
Yeah, why don't I perfectly put you on a place where you would crit as well? Great. Let's maybe send the second winger up there, I suppose. And oh, that's right, you're on a damn forest. Unfortunate and annoying. We need more flyers down south now that we basically have mid cleared. Now, if I need, even if it's a horrible engage for the sake of my swordsman, I gotta get these mages at least weakened so I can start to bring air units down here to crush their reinforcements. Yeah, that would be the problem. But I might have enough of an air screen set up that it's worth considering. Excellent idea. Glad I thought of it. Yeah, that's smart. That's very smart, I think. Let's get a swooper.
I see you've recruited a swooper.
Time to do some magic.
The swooper is an extremely fast anti-air unit.
And its hex ability reduces all surrounding enemies' health by 10%. Don't worry, old man. I've done my homework.
Let's take you down. I think I just have Nuru back off for now. Or oh, you know what the thing to do would have been? Use reinforced teleport in a wagon and start moving it towards her. That would have been really smart. Well, I didn't think of that, so here we are. Yeah, let's have you back off so you can heal. I don't think it's worth reinforcing her. Yep, that is my money. Or those are my moves. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that I'm already going a bit loopy and fumbling my words is why I don't normally do, 6 hours like I do, oh, that's so when they say adjacent, they mean a pretty big spread then.
How long must I pursue you, coward queen?
Is that a fucking dragon?
A Fellbat? Quick, Mercia! We have to get out of here as fast as possible! I'm coming! Yes, outrun the Fellbats. What an ingenious plan.
Critical hit when target is standing on a road. Effective versus... kind of everything. Oh, God. Movement of 8. That's terrifying. Great. Okay. Yeah, wagon was a good plan, I think. Right, let's just kill you. Okay, so Fellbats are a capital P problem and why I need to recruit more air sweepers. The ground approach is pretty well stymied, so I think I can start to, like, ignore this front a little more. We pull back along with the units we're escorting here. Let's see. You can move max movement without a real problem. It's going to become dangerous next turn. I don't think the wagon is going to move far enough. Let's heal just out of an overabundance of caution, I think. Oh, I should have moved... Shit. Well, never said I was a clever man. Commanders are commander killers. Yeah. I would be shocked if they were otherwise. It should be fine now to move my flyer in. I think. Let's... yeah, move you in so we can get... hopefully lure them in. Hopefully. And have them eat some swordsman criticals. That would be nice. I need another swooper. And how about a mutt? And that'll do for now. God, mages just rack air units. God. Ugh. Feel the wrath of my swordsman critical at 1 HP. Oh well, it's fine. It's just a swordsman. Oh God. We gotta go. Okay, so if I go to the over here, I will not be in range of it. Might eat some attacks from vampires, but that's fine. Little loath to maybe serve them up a mage on a platter, but we gotta get threats off the board here. Okay, yeah. Wagon can get a decent ways this turn. Kill him! Or severely weaken him, at least. Mm-hmm. Very good, very good. Re-kill him. Exactly. You're getting it. Might take a hit there, but that's fine. Just kind of got to push ahead here. Plus, it would be really good to be able to, like, just suddenly summon in a, air swooper right on the enemy. Oh, yeah, what is... That's a huge range! What the hell do you mean, Okay, I guess it didn't say adjacent exactly. But holy crap, that's such a massive blast radius. My god. I vastly misunderstood what they were talking about with this. Okay, alright, now air fight air. Nice thing here is it can't... Yeah, it can't fight other air units, so... I could have my existing common air troops kind of swoop in and chip them down to an extent. So I think as I collapse inward, that's going to be part of the game plan here. And kind of screen the approach a little bit. Make it more annoying for them to target her. It's perhaps more danger than I want to put the wagon in, but... What is the smartest deploy at this point? I don't think I know the answer to that. Despite all the air moving in, I think I might actually want a knight. And then just save up this turn. Yeah, and let's do a reinforce off here. Maybe move you back so you could do the same, perhaps. And plunk you in a mountain. And that'll probably do. Probably. Oh, right. Ballista. Forgot about you. Appropriately intimidating. That bat is very cute, though. Yeah, they're... Okay, the AI understands what I'm going for with this wagon. They are not bamboozled for a second. Ah, damn it. Air Sweeper's just out of range. Still. Can fight you. Let's see what your attack looks like. Lightning in the air. Of course. My ground troops are being a little less than effective here, which I hate. Critical hit at max range. 5. Fuck. Okay, so I can't afford to stand there to buff my swordsmen, which is very bad. Okay, so why don't I attack there? And then have the mage finish the job. Knock that bat out of the sky!
Take that, Fellbat! How? Don't think this makes a difference. You're still going to die.
I'll believe it when I see it, villain! Yeah, I don't think I can trust that wagon to keep the queen safe at the moment. I gotta, like, back up and have it reinforce. From here, perhaps. And, you know, maybe next turn. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God damn it, fine. Soon you'll be in the wagon anyway. Yeah, we just gotta do a screening action here. Doesn't matter how much damage befalls the common troops. We just need to be able to get Mercia in the wagon safely and then get the hell out of here. All else is secondary. Think I can... Oh, she's on the field now. Too little too late, wench, but... You know, points for trying, I guess. Yeah, we gotta collapse inward a little more. Oh, right, swordsman crits. It works for any... Okay, so even though it's not their commander, it's still an allied commander, so it counts. Excellent. Okay. I can use that for sure. Sending her in directly is too dangerous, though, because of all the indirect fire that's there that I have not been able to deal with. I don't think I'll have you attack, though. Just move you in. The shooter has been so poorly positioned for so long. I feel quite bad about it. I think the move is just another leaf wing. And backup wagon, question mark? You know, just in case. Yep, they're dead. They're very dead. They're extraordinarily dead. They have ceased to be. Yep. But all I need to do is get the queen in a wagon, like, once, and just just sprint away, and I'll be home free. I think I'm gonna be very able to do that in pretty short order. But yeah, obviously a wagon a lot squishier than the queen on foot. But I think it should be fine here. I think I can put up enough of a defense. Maybe. It's a lot of mofos closing in on me. Let's deal with the enemy anti-air first. With my own anti-air! You just kind of need to be in the general this way direction. Okay, let's see. I can... This trebuchet needs to die. So let's see. If I move... The queen can move to here. I think it's too dangerous to load up the queen this turn. That feels extraordinarily reckless. Break that because it's there. Break you because you're there. Fight you, I guess? Again, the rest of these do not matter. We just gotta get the queen to safety. I can start collapsing on the Western Front if I must. Like, if everything else falls to shit, it's fine. Yeah, should be safe for you to take this one out.
Here I come!
Now she's got her group charged, okay. perhaps have you take him out. Well, no, if I'm gonna load you up in the thing, then it doesn't matter if you have a groove charge or not. Still, it would kill it, which is good. Yeah.
I won't fail.
Then we... Nope. Trebuchet must die. Village less important for now. Okay, your movement is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Compromise and go here. So, okay, assuming this thing does not magically get destroyed somehow, I don't even know how they would do that. I load the queen in that, I start to zip in this direction, I'm home free, and the enemy can't do a goddamn thing about it. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. Yeah, so the rest of these aren't going to matter. Yeah. Build a green guard and pass. They have another fell bat coming from the west, but that's, again, not going to matter. As long as the queen doesn't die, the queen and the wagon live this turn, I'm home free. I basically have the map won. Then all I have to do is back up Nuru so they don't win by that condition. And then in basically 2, maybe 3 turns tops, I'll have victory condition here. Hex is annoying. How well do... Not super well. But they're not helpless. Which is too bad for me. Oh yeah? I'll read that one after this mission then. Okay, yep. We basically win this turn. Boom.
Almost there. You can make it. We've got this.
Yeah, that was basically flawless. Now I just have to, like, bog them down enough so that they can't catch up. Like, even if that Fellbat just absolutely fucking books it, they cannot catch up. It is no longer possible. I win next turn. Well before the 8... Well, not necessarily well before A rank, but before A rank at least. And... Why don't I teleport in a nice defensive unit?
A little help here?
Yeah, gotta keep Meru safe. She's the one most at risk now, by far. But I feel pretty good about my mess of units that I have kind of in down south. Eat 'em for breakfast, quagmutts! Actually, maybe don't eat them for breakfast. They're undead. That's probably not good for your diet.
I eat salad for breakfast.
Drunk would get that reference. Oh well. They are dogs and dogs like bones. True! An excellent point. And as usual, as in Advance Wars, if there are air units on the map, focus on just dominating the air game and you shall conquer. Sigurd's just gonna, give my anti-air the big suck, but it's worth it to weaken this Fellbat. Let's do a cheeky little capture. way later than I thought I'd be taking this village when I started the map, but this works too, I guess. Yeah, we're so clear. We're so clear. Understandable. Alright, move you to, like, up here. Get you a minor heal. Let's keep you just outside of ballista shot range, but keep you in a position where you'd be able to annoy some folk. And Wagon, you're gonna get to bravely die for your country first, because you're not the one carrying the queen. And I do believe we are done here. Oh, it can fire at point-blank range? I thought it had a blind spot like the trebuchet. Well, that's on me for not reading, I guess. And Sigrid just gets to stay over there angry and impotent. Alright, no need to beat around the bush.
You made it, Mercia! Haha, yes, I'm so tired. This means nothing. You've simply earned them a brief reprieve. Their deaths are inevitable. Wow, you're a real sore loser, aren't you, lady?
This is tiresome.
I am adrift in a sea of morons.
Love that she floats everywhere. She's so extra.
If that's what immortality looks like, you can keep it.
Victory!
What? That wasn't an S rank? Meh, whatever. It's an S rank in my heart. Achievement unlocked. Mystic Messenger. Complete all missions in Act 3.
This terrain is no joke. All right, but... Emmerich, these dunes, we must be in Heavensong.
You're right, my queen. We've reached the border.
Did it?
There will surely be a Heavensong battalion stationed nearby. Border scouts positioned to stop marauders from the Lost Leagues stealing into Heavensong.
That's great. We've got so many enemies. It'd be really nice to meet somebody who's actually pleased to see us.
You have unlocked the puzzle game mode. Additional lore about Sigrid. Narrator be like, they were not, in fact, happy to see them. We are winning, Silvar. Welcome. Okay, now what unit did you... I think it was the Fellbat that you wanted me to read lore on. The Fellbat is Felheim's dragon unit. It starts life no bigger than an eagle, but as it matures, it is fed a mixture of carrion and bone meal derived from fallen Felheim soldiers, causing it to grow to 4 to 5 times its natural adult size. Despite this, the Fellbat is a relatively friendly beast, though clumsy and seemingly unaware of how massive it is. I played this 6 hours before, so I'm on 10 hours. This game is great. I highly recommend. I've had a lot of fun with it. Even for someone like me who's deeply familiar with Advance Wars, which this game borrows heavily from, it mixes up enough things that I'm not able to just go in like, okay, do the same as Advance Wars here, do this, do this. They change it up. It's good. They put their own spin on it. And I feel like that's always like the most damning thing for an indie game that clearly looks to be trying to be a spiritual successor to like a AAA or AA series, is that they don't put enough of their own touch on things. So they've avoided that trap, so it has absolutely won a recommendation from me. What? I don't think I've read Vampire. The Vampire is Felheim's aeronaut unit. Historically, Felheim's vampires have been a scattered and isolated race, unconcerned with the sway of power across Orania. However, when High Vampire Sigrid joined the Legion, the lesser vampires flocked to her side, supplying Felheim with a powerful air presence. The vampires now make their nests in the Crimson Isle west of the Frozen Forest, united for the first time in centuries. I did unlock lore about Sigrid, so let's read about her. Yeah, she serves Valheim. We serve this. Icy Waste for Homeland. She's cold and brutal. The longer a high vampire lives, the stronger they become. However, over 900 years worth of amassed might is still not enough for Sigrid. She lusts for even more power. Her master was 4,000 years old when he turned her into a youngling vampire, and her earliest memories are of the savage acts inflicted by this powerful being on a trembling world. To Sigrid, it seemed that all possibilities lay at her master's feet. The power over life and death was his, and he wielded fate like a silvered blade, cold and deadly in his intractable grip. Really, it was enough to turn anyone's head. Sigrid took the west lands of Felheim from her master when she was just 526 years old. She never could have defeated him in a direct confrontation, so she bided her time, knowing that he trusted her, and that his trust made him vulnerable. Then, one fateful evening, she stole into his room in the dead of night and killed him. It was as simple as that. He was dead before he had a chance to open his eyes. Sigrid was too young to have experienced the Great Dissonance firsthand, but she grew up hearing tales of death and destruction, of bloodlust and savagery, of absolute power. And at the center of these tales was a weapon called Requiem, and the key that was said to unlock it. Sigrid traveled. She sought out further stories and hunted the descendants of the people spoken of in the legends. She found the graves of long-dead mages and the scrolls detailing the design of Requiem's prison. She found out where the weapon was and how to reach it. She also found out that the key was guarded by the monarchy that had built its kingdom upon the ashes left in Requiem's wake. I mean, the only really furry part about her design is just like her bat ears. And I guess you could maybe make an argument for like the nose. But the rest is just like person. I don't know. Doesn't register as overly furry to me. And, you know, she is floating vampire extra vampire lady. I'm fumbling my words. This is why I need to be done. So, with that, I'm going to start to wrap up. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Spend a little bit of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be for you. Watching the VOD after the fact, I see you. I appreciate you. If you're going to watch the superb Owl game, I wish you a joyous season finale to football. Furry light. I guess you could call it that. I don't see anyone I know streaming, so I'm just going to end it off here. I will return on Wednesday where I'll be streaming something for my birthday. Keep an eye on the Discord, and I'll put up something on the actual Twitch schedule as well once I figure it out. Saturday will be Shuffle Saturday, and then a week from now, we will be back playing more of this game. It's all good, Silvar. I know you sleep in real late because you need your beauty rest. No, it's fine. The VOD will always be there, man. Yeah, that's going to do it for me. My name's Vimbert. I'll see you around the internets.